Big up in the bitch, so you know up in the represent. Move from the west, not a crest, is my residence. Listen low key when I'm riding through Montgomery streets and ain't burning shit unless it's breathing in the spaces. We Montgomery, Alabama, Ridge Crescent, where I stay, where I left, ride out of smoke, good every day. Got a cup full of Remy and you know it's good. Got me gone off that set and I'm feeling on the best. He made his life trying to make noise. Conrad say me and my boss. Smoking it right cause it ain't no thing. Gotta get dirt with him about our time. I ain't went right, so switch the game. There's a lot of food, shit out this flying. Y'all know who I be. Shout from the south with 6 goatees. Smoking on them, but the finest weed. Roll need of no stems or seeds. Only smoke those and switch the sweet. If it ain't green, don't pass it to me. You could probably find me at that Amco stove. Buy a cigar so I can smoke. He's nothing but the best weed to make you choke. When it come to weed, we ain't no joke. Gee.
Hello, everyone. This is Kev, and this is another Smoke Show Sunday. Let's see what happens tonight. What's good? This is Kev, and this is how we're starting out. We're starting out with a super chat. Long live independent black male media from Barry Little. Appreciate it, bro. Yes, and also if you give me a super chat or a cash app, and that's anybody out there, you may be subject to one of these. So yeah, so thank you very much. Also shout out to everyone who is here, who was in the chat before I got to the air. So Andre 416 is the early bird tonight. So what's good? No, beating field Brad by 3 minutes at least. But what's going on? That's the champion early bird right there. So if you're the early bird tonight, you still got a long way to go before you match field. So shout out. You got RPM. Uh, got Raven Knight saying, shout out, shouting us out, long live. Very little was good. Was good. Everybody ready to smoke tonight. Saying, yeah, that's right, man. Say I'll be paid for being late. Sorry guys, I had to smoke some first before I, excuse my tardiness. Yeah. I'll say, I had to make myself a cup of coffee, man. I gotta have a little bit of energy for this. Yeah. So say, yeah. Pull up, fuck around and find out. Smoke Show Sunday is live. All right. Also speaking of live, shout out to the replay gang. You guys have been hashtagging it in the chat. Two examples. One would be Black Pearl. Another one would be Irvin Reed and Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. So, uh, thank you guys for doing that for me to help the algorithm. And I think this channel is picking up because of things like that. Such as hitting the like button and just for some content creators sharing the streams. Shout out to the Roger Report, and BGS More for doing that for me on my live broadcast on a regular basis. So don't I just don't I want those content creators to know that stuff like that does not go unnoticed. So just shouting out all my support um for this channel. Also, shout out to the members. You're always going to get a shout out. You're a very, very, very important part of what goes on around here, and why I come to the air. At least try to every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night. And I know I do it a little bit late, but y'all some soldiers for staying up with me if you're watching this in real time. But of course, replay gang as well. Uh, got as far as members goes, we got Greg, Aaron P, Phil Brad, Days, Indigo Flow, The Builders Table, D Rock Den, American Negro, D Scott, Andre 416, Black Light Revelations 2, Mr. Me 2, Barry Little, Detroit 313. Also gifted memberships as well. You guys are also great, in knowing that you actually watch and tune into this program on a regular basis. Got thank you, Andre 416 for that one. Wayne M, Irvin Reed, Forever Blessed, Death Racer 25X, Shatera, Craig the Tech Guy, Sister George, Black Pearl, whom I mentioned was part of the replay gang, DJF, Surge Blade, Raven Knight, Spawn the Programmer, Mahogany Roots and MJ, RPM, Mariah Flamethrower, Pasta, Asora Seed, Jesse, Shaka Nulu, Truism the Stormcrow, and Mackenzie Mayweather. Thank you all. Okay. So, who got the smoke this week? Last week it was BGS, and we all saw what that turned into. So, this, like I said, I'm gonna make my position very clear. I don't care if any group of people speak up for us. Just to be clear, I don't care if it's white women. I really would love to see black women do it more, but hey, who needs them? They keep saying they don't need us. um, but I would trust a black man the most in that. Now just leave it at that. And sometimes brothers can be kind of shady too. So you got to be careful as to who you're going to pick as far as whoever you choose to support. Even, you got to watch the ones that support you a little bit, just a little bit, not that much. I mean, that's no slight to anyone at all. I'm just saying, in a world with several billion people, there's always that possibility. So, just a piece of advice for someone who's been over here over 4 decades. Yeah. So, what are we talking about tonight? Shaming, shaming. Shaming seems to be something that people don't understand is quite regular around here. It's actually what we do because we don't like to think of it as shaming, but I mean, what do we do? We're checking others' behavior, and it's like no matter how you put it, no matter how you slice it. I mean, think about it. Everybody who participates in any of these broadcasts in the space, whether you are ghost watching, whether you are in the live chat, pressing like, a panelist or an actual content creator, you participate in these rituals every day. And I'm not saying it's something you should be ashamed of because shame is such a heavy word. Seriously, it's like coffee with a couple shots of espresso. So it's a very, very, how do I put it? Tough reality to deal with. And because of, ideologies being thrown around, there are some people who reject it. They feel ashamed, I would say. Yes, now I'm going to show you some images that, you know, either are from shame or, people who, say, to try to use, I would say, you to shame with, no matter who you are, whether you are a black man or a black woman or a person in general, because shaming seems to be the driving force and, all kinds of guilt and, false support and virtue signaling and all this other stuff. Like you're, constantly told if you don't agree with a certain philosophy that, you're this and you're that, and no one cares if it's a mischaracterization or not. And sometimes people feel as if they're being forced into a position where they have to defend themselves and their actions and their philosophies and their thoughts and their desires and such. I hope we got 23 in here so far. Hope we're pressing like. For those of you who are watching right now, that's probably one of the easiest things you can do. Unless, of course, you're driving. I would never support you taking your eyes off the road. Wow. Got 14. Come on, hit that like button. And shoot. Guess what, y'all? We got two of these already. So thank you to whoever's out there.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Man, don't y'all know I celebrate them? Shoot. Hey, it's for the algorithm. So we got Cartel in the building. We got Coffee in the building. Narratives and dialogue. You say I was the earliest. I was here in spirit. Of course you were. Yeah, that's. I mean, for real, for real. People sometimes people wait around for the broadcast to go live. I mean, there were people in the chat. Before I got here myself, I should have been the first one here. But hey, you know what? Sometimes that's not how life goes. Yeah. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out my cam doing flybys on buds. Oh, okay. People, please hit the like button. We got Irvin Reed in the building today. Shaming, gaslighting, deflecting, playing the victim, changing the narrative, moving the goalposts. All tools of those lame detractors. Hey, sometimes people in your camp can use those techniques too. Hey, yeah, sometimes I would say I'm guilty of using those kind of, you know, just not really so much the gaslighting part. I use truth. I use what's obvious and what's in front of you. For instance, these claims of colorism, although I go inside a Walmart ever so often and I often see couples where there are, darker skinned, overweight women that have men on their arm by their side, deciding what type of tortilla chips to buy and shit like that. I mean, those kinds of things. What I see with my fucking eyes, what's obvious. Yeah, and most people don't like that. This is why people become atheists because they feel as if believing in God makes them ashamed of who they are. And I'm not saying that for all atheists because a lot of the stuff scientifically and logically doesn't make sense. Sometimes some of the stuff said in the Bible is very symbolic and you have to read between it, but others you have to understand that there are others that don't buy into it, and but a lot of it is being judged, you know the shame of being judged for your actions. Understand that no matter what happens in your life, there's always going to be that one or two or 10 or 100 people out there that, although they may not have two legs to stand on, they sure know how to open their fucking mouths. And we understand those people exist. So it is really no way out of it. You just have to navigate in life and not care. But for those of you who want to have the conversations that bring this kind of language about, then you got spaces like this. You know, if you feel ashamed of an action that someone is performing, you can come up here and debate it all day and all night if you have the time. And many of you try to make each other feel ashamed for frequenting these spaces as much as we do, as much as some of us do. But I mean, you might as well just admit that you like being here, you like the discussions, and you like the passion that comes with it, and stop trying to make others feel ashamed for doing so. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. You don't have to, you know, go about it like I do. You can do it your own way. Man said a dislike. No, two of them. Two dislikes. I mean, it's all good. It's not something that makes me feel bad. I mean, it just lets me know that, yes, there's confirmation that the world is not perfect. And, I'm through things that I've told many of you. Um, that's the way I want it to come across. The world isn't perfect. Not everyone is gonna like you. Not everyone You're not gonna win everybody. So why sit up there and worry about it? Why break a sweat over it? Why eat an extra piece of cheesecake over it? Because you're emotional eating because not everyone likes you. It's no use. It'll never happen. Ken seeing red was good. He said, "Nah, I was here first." Okay, so we got hybrid cat. Okay, so we have Ken seeing red, who was here first. Then it was hybrid catastrophic impact X 83rd power. They didn't comment, but they were here first. Then we had Andre 416, who acknowledged in the live chat. Then we had Phil Brad, who was the all-time early bird. So, who y'all go with? Y'all go with Phil, Can't See in Red, Andre 416, or Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power? Who is the early bird? But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The man said jumped in the shower while yeah, TMI, but okay. I'm just saying, everybody just, this is some can't miss stuff on YouTube. Black men being brutally honest. People need to learn how to debate without getting emotional and using insults. Yeah, but I like to chalk much of that up to passion, passionately speaking. But you know what they say, when ad hominems become a part of it, you lose. You lose. That's pretty simple right there. I mean, unless you've already won handily, then when it becomes just like when it just gets to that, sometimes people need cussing out. It's I mean, I think we all can acknowledge that. Facts to something I said. They are just afraid and unaccepting of the truth. Yeah, it's a like I said, people don't like to be made ashamed. But can you make people ashamed? Does shaming work? Is it effective or is it useless? There are some people that believe that it's useless depending on who the person is. Now, let me go ahead and do a presentation. It's not a complete presentation because I thought about more images I could have put in this, but hey, what matters is the personality. You know what else matters? Those two people that put them dislikes, you know, because let's just continue with the culture of the way things are done on this channel. Yeah. And for all of you that are watching right now, thanks for being here. I probably sometimes people they say you can't thank people enough. Sometimes some people say you thank them too much, but Ken seeing red said I'm always first. Okay, I believe you. Anyone wants to dispute that? Feel free in the chat. Feel free in the chat. Have a little fun. Yeah, man. There are some that believe, based on whatever group of people you are, that you are easily ashamed. Say, for instance, a lot of people, I would say the majority of people believe that shaming works on black men. Men in general, really, in Western culture, because of this one word, masculinity. They always tell you to, shed that, step from behind that brick wall of yours, shed that outer layer, express your feelings, your emotions. Yeah, most of us men know better. We don't do that shit because when we do, it's weaponized against us at a later point. You know, Shaming for the most part, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, and some of you may not agree with this, but it does work on black men. It does. Not saying that it's something that should be of regular practice, even though it is. Some dudes just don't go for the shaming, and now you have this thing that people like to throw up in your face called the gender war. It's a gender war. But when I say shaming, it's just like this, you know. Let me give you a very bad form of shaming for a man. When when she's like a Blizo sized girl, and she's mad because you're talking about her weight, and then she turns around and says, but your dick is little or some shit like that. We don't talk about y'all having little dicks or something like and all this other shit. You know, Something that used to work that I would find that was very it was strange to me, but men would always, help further humiliate a man if a woman went around and told a man, that, if she slept with the guy and then that he was bad in bed, they would go around telling other people. And dudes would jump in on making fun of that shit, which we all did, at one point or another. I mean, that's just what we did as men. A lot of people in this space will say something that's like that isn't good, and but for the most part, your homeboys who probably been through something like that themselves at one point or another will say some shit like, "Man, you got to be in your game, man. Come on, man. Shoot, you got to know how to hit it right, man." Yes, let me tell you something. In 10 out of 10 situations, it will never be her fault on that end right there. There will never be anybody that would approach you and say, "Hey, guy, it was her fault that she couldn't get you to do what she needed you to do." You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot, men will actually work to improve if they're shamed like that in any aspect of courtship. Yeah. If 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 women don't generally approve of you, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't complain your way out of it or anything. You're going to be that guy that's not good with women. And then, if people around you know about this, then they're going to make you feel ashamed. It's something that I would say that's natural within the heterosexual man is that to a certain degree, we have to have approval of that woman. No matter like some in some cases, it's no matter who it is. It could be a white woman. We gotta have that approval. We gotta have that validation. That's why when you have female content creators, and some female content creators are talented, they do have the personality, they are genuine. But when they figure out the grift, yeah, then it's pretty academic from there. Men eat that shit up, especially black men. We are starved for that kind of validation. And when it has the power to shame us and change the way we think and believe, that's powerful. And we don't understand how that negatively impacts our psyche as men and how it has done that. And I'm not saying that is some shit that's has some real gravitas to it, but when when Keisha makes any type of insinuation that we need to improve on, don't be the dude that smells bad or have stank breath. Don't be that guy because you will hear it. That's why we have, as men, we have to work to maintain our image. So when somebody tells you, "Hey, man, you might want to go out there smelling good," it doesn't mean that they're gay. They're telling you this because women notice a lot of little shit. But if you are a lot of guys, they've been transitioning to these things they like to put out in front of themselves, like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and play my PlayStation and have the bottle of lotion when I get that feeling." I mean, there are guys like that, but I don't believe that people are ultimately autonomous. Something like that makes them bitter. People would say that they have the mental wherewithal to get through something like that, not having a courtship or anything, but at the end of the day, it always leaves that hollow feeling. I mean, when I open up that panel, anybody can step up and feel free to disagree with what I'm saying, but still though, you gonna have a desire here and there. And your natural biology is gonna want that shit fulfilled one way or the other. So stop playing. For those of you who are listening. Yeah. But as men, and I'm sorry to say this, and like I said, you can try to accept some way of thinking all you want, but women have the power to make us feel ashamed of ourselves. And it's so easy. And I think that's why a lot of these guys are upset. Shoot, you got And in life, you got to have a certain level of shame. If you don't, what's gonna be your code? You gonna go out here smelling bad, wearing dirty clothes all the time, not giving a fuck about your image? How would that work out in a job interview? How would that work out anywhere you go in life? People would not take you seriously. Shame ain't always a bad thing. Remember that. Yep, but Keisha has her way. I mean, ain't even gotta be a Keisha. It can be a Benita or a Caroline you know, or a Latoya or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of young men are choosing video games and rubbing it out instead of interactions with women because they are fed up and don't want to deal with the danger and liabilities of women. Yeah, that's fine. That is that is that is a okay. There's a tabooed remedy for something like that. It's called tricking. And I'm not saying go out there and do that shit, but it's your business what you want to do. I mean, just as people are exercising options that would otherwise be seen as not good. And I'm telling you right now, I'm putting out the disclaimer. I'm not supporting such behaviors. It's just that, the people are using these things as cautionary tales for anyone that wants to end up in a situation because that's what's happening. Is not really to shame you. If you feel ashamed because of something like that, then maybe you should be ashamed. Prostitutes are paid to leave. That man said paid to leave. Whoever embodies that culture, I mean, man. Yeah, let me get into the habit of putting these comments up here so y'all know where they come from. And then I'm not just saying it if people are listening. Yeah, man, it is crazy in the long run. I don't want to see people get detached too much. How do we continue the human race? Shoot, at the end of the day, shoot. Should we be ashamed of the degenerate behavior that we cape for and the lack of, usage in the correct way to use the English language because the light must the light must still out in Georgia? I'm sure they wanted to say the light must still be out in Georgia or something like this. And I haven't said anything about Fonnie Willis. I haven't said anything about it on this channel until right now. But it does seem like before all the facts come out there, we are ready to jump on the sword for people who do display degenerate behavior. And we have to count all of it. We can't just count Pookie. There are some professional people out there that are fucked up. Now you got to pay to play. Yeah, man. I mean, I told y'all before about that. About the guy was telling me that these girls be in the. It might have been on this channel. Girls be in the club and they name their price now. They don't even leave any mystery. You want to do this price. I was like, that's going on in the club now. We used to just buy a drink or some shit and then just leave and do what we had to do. It come down to that now. It's come down to that. But yeah, back to this is something that we should be ashamed of, but we aren't. I don't care where the degenerate behavior comes from, especially with our professionals. I think that that's something that needs to be examined. All these content creators talking about this situation. Hey, my hat's off to you. Call it out. Who cares how it makes people feel? Shoot, it's something that we should discuss in our community. establish some type of standard. We have no problem calling out the men since, people want to make this about gender. And, since most black men, we don't really value ourselves for real. And I don't speak for all of you. Shoot, we don't care about stuff like that. But, we do value our women and we show it every day on social media platforms, even though we do not get any credit for it because of the way the stuff is presented. It's presented as an argument, as a debate, but it's, but it's, but it's, but there's no excuse for it if anybody does it, and that includes Fonnie Willis because the country is actually depending on her to solve a problem. Some people see it one way, some people see it another way. But at the end of the day, she had a responsibility. Why she caught up in anything like this? And it's like it's always for some reason it's always like large female figures of stature like Marilyn Mosby. I used to like Marilyn Mosby. I mean, I'm not saying that that I just I'm not saying I hate women. I'm just a bit disappointed at the things that are being presented publicly right.
Disappointed!
Yeah, we all should be. Shoot, we want the people that we entrust, especially, for, the Democratic Party trying to solve this problem they have with this incredibly huge racist called Trump. I mean, shit. Come on. I mean, but it's like it's almost as if it's the worse we look, the more we support it. I mean, we had somebody in here talking about the rap music, the rap music. You can't support something and then condemn it the next minute. You support that degenerate ass shit. And then you want to shirk the blame when something happens. No, you take accountability for it, horrible parenting and just not being smart, not having a thinking process worth the fuck. That's his ex-wife on the left. I guess now ex-wife. Yeah, she cute, chocolate skin. Seem like she's in good shape, you know. And then, they can't really do the looks don't matter argument on this one because Fonnie Willis is, I would say she was kind of powerful. Was. Why would you cheat? It's Fonnie Willis. She would fly me out to places, man. Shit. She bought me some new underwear. Ain't no woman ever bought me no underwear before. Not even my wife. Like, man, shoot. Niggas, I swear. Yeah, man. But like when y'all making these memes, check your grammar, please. I mean, I know what you was trying to say, but what about the person that doesn't? The lights must still out in Georgia. What the hell did that mean? You heard Cam Newton got jumped by 7 dudes. He had to break off on all their answers. LOL. Cam Newton is a fearless guy. I would say he would jump in somebody's face in a heartbeat. So he broke one off in him. But yeah, that's more degenerate behavior. Anybody siding with dudes for jumping, men trying to help them, man, fuck you. Why? Why go like why act like such a degenerate? This man is providing a service. He was successful despite the fact they lost that Super Bowl in the way they lost it, which was suspect to me. me see. There's a the Sovereign. I remember that Hercules episode. Let me see. Oh, the girl. Oh, y'all talking about the girl. Yeah. You talking about the rap lyrics, teaching babies, discussing rap lyrics. Here's the point I made yesterday. I said, number one, we all listen to the same music, but the difference was our parents didn't want us to hearing that stuff like Too Short and and NWA. We had a mother and a father that'll smack us in the back of the head. Hell no. We weren't teaching 3-year-olds those lyrics. Or to emulate the behaviors that's of said lyrics. We were the generation that the word studio gangster came from because we knew them guys weren't about that life. Now you got people, black women in particular, being mad with men on social media because we said something about the girl that was having her the mother that was having her little 5-year-old daughter wax her pubic hairs. Are you fucking serious? The behavior within itself, yeah, CPS should be thrown at that woman. As much as we trying to talk, like you know, disgusting. We should be protecting kids above all things. But no, I mean, some of y'all cool niggas be like, fuck them kids. I side eye you niggas. Good God. Like, what is wrong with people? Yeah. Cam is like 6'4" and could go back in the league. The fuck they do that for? I haven't watched it yet. Yeah. If I get a video or something like that, or get some stills, I probably might do a little short pre-record explaining why you don't run up on a guy as big as Cam Newton. I don't care how weird he dresses. I mean, I believe Cam Newton be wearing shit like that to troll people. Just in case somebody say, Cam, why you dress like that, man? Just so he can throw you in the garbage can. I dress like this because I want to. I'm trying to compete with Andre 3000 to see who has the biggest individuality. You are not going to ruin this for me. Dude be dressed like grandmama sometimes. Come on, Cam. Ray Hummer, what's good, man? What's good? Son is hot raw. Apparently, 7 dudes tried to jump him and he beat all 7 of them. There's a video circulating around. I've got to see this video because I am a fan of Cam Newton. Ever since he carried Auburn University to the national championship, Cam is Superman in this bitch. I bet you he was dabbing afterwards too. Said Cam was dragging that motherfucker across the stage. That goes to show you these old mommy trained ass niggas that that weren't raised to respect anybody that tries to tell them anything if they're an adult black man. Remember Marshawn Lynch, was at that football camp and that lady tried to, jump on him about, talking to a kid, talking about he wasn't no man. I say sometimes you gotta show these kids tough love, when their dad ain't around. I'm not saying be abusive or anything, but stop treating these kids like they supposed to grow up to be bitches, man. Shoot. Like, then women like that are complain like men aren't men anymore. See? Trying to shame. Yeah. War Eagle. You goddamn right. War Eagle. Say Cam gonna get a flute. Yeah. The man gonna walk around with a flute, you know, with a Bluetooth speaker playing that Andre 3000 album, daring anybody to say anything. Dude is a hoss. He's what we call in the South a hoss. Get the click of it, kid. We got to see it. I mean, if somebody wants to put a link in the chat, we gotta watch YouTube's policies and shit. Let me see if I can find it myself. I am after all in front of a computer. Cam Newton. Sure, I put in Cam Newton pops up. Cam Newton first picture pops up like he'll slap a motherfucker. ESPN be tripping with they shit. YouTube, Cam Newton and massive fight, 7-on-7. Okay, let me see. Visit. Why they trying to do that, man? The man already came out there wearing that hat. No, you don't do that. Yeah, I found it. I found the fight video. Okay, let me go and share this screen of Cam Newton getting in a fight with several people. Let me do this real quick. No, that was the wrong tab. Kev, you mother sucker. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. There we go. Yep, fair use. Thank you, Raven Knight. Fair use. Fair use is also scrolling in the message across the bottom of the screen. Yep, D. Scott, fair use, fair use. The hat was a plant. It was. It sure does look like it. I mean, but like I said, Cam looked like he just be trolling people, man. He wants somebody to say something about that shit he be wearing. So he can smack him across the face and dare you to do something about it. All right, y'all. Here's the fight video. That man looked like he was singing the whole world by Outkast. You got the whole world whooping people asses. Love it when you don't get down. Oh, look at that. The hell these dudes trying to do? Oh, look at that. These dudes failed. These dudes failed at what they did. No, not at all. Cam did not hit that ground. Look at that dude. Look at him. Look at that. Who's this skinny dude walking up in the white shirt, man? Yeah, shit. What is wrong? Some kids weren't doing that. Like, I don't know. Like, is it this thing where these dudes like just love trying to bow up to bigger, stronger people and just get made fools of? Like, what the fuck? Shoot, let me see if I can do a sound effect real quick. See how it goes. Where you at, Jim Ross? Oh shit. Okay. Damn. Thought I had the motherfuckers in queue. Shoot, well, never mind. Never mind. Jealousy, envy, hate. Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's why like rappers can't go back in the hood. Like, because they always got little niggas like that. This motherfucker, man. Like, are you serious? This is shameful behavior. See, this is the shit that we should be shaming people about right here. Go on, make my day, punk. Say he hit him with the brass knucks. Yeah. None of that shit did anything to Cam. Cam stood on his own too. That man like that, the man getting dragged by his head, that man should have gave up. It don't make no sense. No, it don't. Niggas is gonna nig. And that's all there is to it. That is a fact of life. I hope he sues the fuck out of them. I mean, I'm sure he knows who those guys are by now. They probably took all their IDs if they brought IDs, or you know, then as soon as they got down to the station, they called their mama. Mama, I done got in trouble again. Andre 416 says, that's why you can't try to save the community. LOL, that didn't even hurt him. It pissed off activity switch had been activated. You about to get hurt, boy. These dudes are an epic fail. Yes, they are. Narratives and dialogues. Old Coffee Nino says the problem is rappers, R&B singers, and athletes are hanging out together. Even Chris Brown challenges rappers and athletes. Dude in the white tried to sleep cam. They tried to play it off, but like it didn't do. No, it didn't. Didn't do nothing at all. LMAO called their mama. Yeah, they called their mama as soon as they got down. They probably tried to call their mama from the damn in the little thing in the police car. Man, let me call my mama, man. Let me use that walkie talkie. Adam 19, mama, Adam 19. Like, shoot, I'm in trouble again. Can't save these little bastards. Yeah, let me look at this. What is that link, Rayhama? Is that relating to what we're talking about? Let me check this link out real quick. Hold on, let me stop sharing. Let's see. Uh yeah, let's see. Just bear with me one moment. Told y'all, man. These niggas will call their mom in a second. Let's see. Come on, chat. All right. Yeah, Ray. You just gave me the same video I just got through showing. Yeah, if it show anything new, I'll show it. But nah, it's the same video. So I appreciate it, Ray. Yeah, but Cam, those guys were no match for Cam Newton whatsoever. They were no match. Saying, man, shoot. We go ahead and drop this link. It's been about an hour. Let me show these images though. Paste. Okay. Y'all remember this little thing right here? They kept quiet about this one. Say on my mama. Adam 19, mama, mama, I'm in trouble again. Yeah, again. 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 Shoot. What's
First
up?
of all, first of all, it's a radio, not a walkie-talkie.
Radio. Radio. The radio they
Number two, I'm going to put people in perspective. Cam's 6'5", 255 pounds. He's not a small guy. He's a world-class athlete.
Yeah. That means that he's been to the gym at least 5 times in his life for those of you out there in the
Probably
cheap seats.
try 500.
Yeah. I
Try
was
1,000.
I
I know
was
you were being
drastically,
sarcastic. I know
yes.
you were being sarcastic.
Yes.
It's the fact of the matter. Like, I'll give you an example. Right when I first came to the manosphere, the black one that is. A lot of guys, when I was open about my profession, want to talk about you this bitch. I said, dude, I'll give you this address. Come to Baltimore. We can square up. Well, I'm a 6'4" gorilla. I'm this, that. And I'm like, okay,
uh,
okay. You
uh,
do know I'm known for chopping trees.
for real? You a John Henry ass motherfucker around here, man.
No, I'm a Paul Bunyan ass motherfucker.
Oh, Paul Bunyan,
I don't do
all
real words.
three, all of them.
You know, I tell people, I said, a lot of you motherfuckers out there can't fight for shit. The only time they want to attack Cam is when it's a group. I don't mind saving the community because you only save people who want to be saved. Okay?
Oh yeah.
You're black or whoever. I've never made a mission of saving every kid, every man. There's a lot of people who, number one, you're not going to save. That's how black pill Superman is. Just because you got the strength to lift the planet does not always mean you got the strength to move the people.
Ain't that facts?
And people, and for all you comic book characters, well, Batman's really black pill. No, he isn't. Because if you take away Batman, if you strip him down, he's a guy who misses his parents. Superman's the guy who knows, one, I'm the last of my race, pretty much. Besides his cousin and his dog, he's the last of his race. He makes the most of it. He makes the most out of his situation. He knows the world's fucked up. He's a utilitarian. And it gets to the point where you wonder why people don't come back. You wonder why Target moves out of your neighborhoods. You wonder why. It's sad. It's black people are so great at playing victim because they're racist. I said, well, are they? Can we put nice stuff in a black community? Let's
Yeah.
juxtapose that, right? Let's juxtapose that. You're the only motherfuckers who will hang on a corner 12 deep and stare at a nigga. Would you do that by yourself? Why are you trying to intimidate a dude who just want to buy an apple pie at the fucking store? You go to the you don't even breed men anymore, right? Well, I smoke this fine LFD cigar and drink on something that's round. Drink on something that's brown coming out of a cup that's round. You don't breed men. You breed cowards. You think they would have attacked Cam if they were by themselves?
Nope. That gang mentality.
You this is that cowardness. But then when you notice Cam was like slinging a dude around like a frisbee, and the one dude might have got a cheap shot, and all he did was piss him off, you're gonna really think that your little weak ass, bitch ass punch is gonna hurt a man who made a career of avoiding shots from 300-pound linemen. Look at that. He's throwing this dude. He's literally manhandling two dudes by himself. And whoever's the security detail should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, right. Oh man,
Because shit like I'm gonna explain this for a technical sense. We say, yeah, Charles fault that they got rid of nice shit often out of Oakland because of the theft being so bad. The new Walmart closed down within a year's time due to the females stealing their hair. I mean,
wow.
this is the reason why if I ran for president, there would be called an ass whooping day. I would send the dogs loose on motherfuckers. Not just on the black community, you migrant motherfuckers, you white trash motherfuckers. I would send the dogs loose, i.e., the police and the military backing them up. You don't want to be orderly? I'll force it out of you. I have no problem saying that sometimes in order to have peace, you got to prepare for war. The shit like that really make you want to say, hey, insert athlete here, insert celebrity actor, insert philanthropist here. Give back to that community. Why?
Raven Knight. I was just about to say it. Thanos was right. Darth Vader was right. Ultron was right.
Darkseid was right. You know what Darkseid's divine obsession was?
Well, you talking about the anti-life equation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Darkseid knew that motherfuckers with free will is dangerous. Sometimes I could juxtapose and say where the DC heroes really heroes or were they getting in the way of fucking evolution? Think about this. You got your freedom, but what have you done with it? I one day, maybe this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, after you're done your fine establishment, I might do the after hour spot. You're invited, of course.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Man, Andre 416 said Napa was right.
I'm gonna tell you.
The way he
was right.
The way he would finger a city.
Beerus was right. You know what? What was Lord Beerus' famous quote, especially on Dragon Ball Fighters? Before creation must come destruction.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why Shiva was important in the Trinity of Hinduism. And you know what Shiva's nickname was? The Destroyer. Oh, trust me, you didn't know that all your religions had an access of destruction?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. So you gotta have balance. You know, it is just even in the Bible. I mean, you had the great flood, you know, it just cleansing all of the immoralities off of the earth. And yeah, every religion has some air of destruction in it. And I mean, it's something that you can't get away from. They even said the next time we go by fire. That's gonna be painful for some people. I mean, seriously. But yeah, Faulkner has disappeared. So Um, yeah. So let's get back to the slides and all right. Shoot. So yeah, definitely go over to Faulkner's after I'm done over here. Mhm. Raven Knight said, and we as men are tested almost daily in our faith. Yeah, absolutely. Our resolve. But they don't want to pay security or police for nothing off duty detail because this shit ain't worth dying for. uh,
Sorry
here we
about
go.
that. Had to do some destruction. But um, this is the reason why I've always questioned this shit to people. Some of my A1 Day One listeners know me very well. Kev known me for a little minute now. Nino know me for a minute now. One of my supporters when I first started. I'm very controversial in a sense where I will say some of you niggas need to be cleansed. And you make it so fucked up to say this. Not people here, but there's people in this country where when they talk about a culling, you can't make a formal argument against it anymore. I don't wish people harm, but it's like my man said on the Boondocks. If you don't want to get pissed on, you're gonna move completely the fuck out the way. How many of those how many of those people were single mother raised? How many?
Mm, see,
Yeah,
look,
Cam's not single mother raised.
no, no, no. I mean, his dad is very well known in his parts.
But see, what did Jarrell say to Kal-El? You look like them, but you're not one of them. Hold that thought. Put a pin in that. What Jarrell was saying, not all skin folk were kinfolk. Okay? We're gonna do a little biblical, religious, comic book wisdom for all y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, Kebs. This is a Sergeant Faulkner's tax invoked. Tax demand. Give the man your taxes if you feel it. See, brother Kev.
Oh my god! Hey, I gotta announce this. I gotta announce this. My dislike count has gone up to 9. That has
Damn,
never
you
happened
making it,
before.
nigga. I'm so jealous. Oh man.
Oh
I
my
want to do a
god!
stream so bad where I only get nothing but
9,
dislike.
9 dislikes.
Nigga made it. Nigga
Who the
made it
fuck?
up the hood. Nigga, we
Who
made
the fuck this off, man?
I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
I have pissed somebody off.
Play that Ted DiBiase real quick.
And-
Laugh at them bitches.
9,
Oh, nah,
9 of
boy, you're a superhero, motherfucker. You're a superhero. Damn, that's I pray one day my stream is nothing but fucking dislikes. I pray one day. Can you send a little haters to me? God damn, I'm jealous. Ugh.
Mm.
But that lets you know you're doing the Almighty's work.
Oh yeah,
How
I
can
am
you
honored.
hate? How can you hate about a black man that's married, successfully married? How many years, Kev?
Uh, 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 it'll be a decade in November.
A decade of marriage. Ups and downs, happy, sad, still together. And it's crazy. A man who's making an honest, worldly, intellectual critique of his people, who's leading by example, and you're a father, right?
Yes, I'm a
And
dad.
he's a dad, obviously kidless with him. And you're telling me you don't like this man? What
Hey, for the
type?
record, I don't give a shit. But
Never, never.
well.
Matter of fact, we don't even give a fly's fart. We don't give it a orangutan's nutsack. Okay. Uh, let me put it to you this way. That shows how much of a miserable bitch or bitch babe nigga that you have to be to hate a man like Kev. When Kev is the shining example of what you motherfuckers say that we need in the black community. Am I correct, folks? This is the why don't we have strong black families? Look at Kev. Why
Man,
don't we
look.
have good fathers? Look at Kev. Why don't we have men talk about this foolery and fuckery? Look at Kev.
Oh
I'm I'm
man,
I'm, I'm so proud of you, man. That's an accomplishment.
shit, I'm proud of me. Shit. Nine.
You motherfuckers out there hate on a guy like this shows how much of a low down, dirty,
It,
insignificant piss
it's
ant
all
that you
good,
truly
man.
are.
It's all
And, and, I,
good.
and I'm
Man.
happy. We're and this is the part I say. This is the part, and this is the reason why me and Kev are joking about this because it shows how much of a miserable motherfucker that you are, and we could joke about it. You do nothing. It's like my man Escanor says, and I need to make that clip for my fucking show. Why would I feel hatred to those who are weaker than me? All I feel is pity.
Pity, and I'm not a pity person. Yeah, but we're making a special exception.
Make it special. It's sad because when I just gave the attributes, I don't want you to put your 9 to 5 out there unless you choose to. But those attributes enough says Kev is the kind of guy you can listen. Even if you look at Sergeant Falk, my son and my godson lives with me. The other day on AB's channel, when my son, my youngest godson, and their friends broke curfew, I sat here waited for them, and they did push-ups and duck walks and flutter kicks till I got tired. Much is given, much is earned. But men like from our ilk, from the stream that we drink from, we get the hate. But you know what's funny? We're so mature being men that we don't care if you hate. As a matter of fact, we laugh and joke about it. You give us substance, bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I take it I take it with a grain of salt, man. Seriously, I don't.
Yeah,
I
pass that
mean,
salt. I'm gonna put it on my ribs.
yeah, yes. People are salty, but I mean that's okay. I mean it's very motivating. I love the controversy. I really do. I mean, if it's one thing that I've been looking for ever since I've created this show, is smoke. I mean, and I do put that link down there for anyone. So I mean, it's not like I'm a difficult person to find.
And just to add, just to answer to hybrid catastrophe impact, he said I always thought Batman was more black pill and Superman was like Goku. Actually, if you go back to the original Japanese version, Goku was when Goku turned Super Saiyan, he was not the American version as we witnessed. He was violent. Superman's the utilitarian. So is Batman. It's just that Superman made a better just about it. This is how you know Batman's utilitarian. And I'll go back. I don't just like using the animated, but I'll use one of their best shows, which is Young Justice. When Wonder Woman says, "You probably made him Robin just so he could be just like you," I made him Robin so he doesn't end up like me. You got to think. Superman knows that there's bad shit in the world. He knows that he's one of the last people of his race. He knows all this shit. He lived on a farm. You don't live on a farm and you don't become Black Pill. You might like the chicken, but one day you might have to string that motherfucker's neck and cook it. That's Black Pill as fuck. He makes the best out of a situation. Why do you think Batman has a bat family? He needed what he lacked. Both Batman and Superman are two sides of the same coin. They're both of men of very good power and restraint. There's a reason why Batman has a don't kill policy. Look at the Batman who laughs. He's Batman unhinged. Look at look at Superman from Injustice. He's Superman unhinged. So you got to remember when you look at men. I'm gonna try to do Comic Con this year, but everybody go to BlurCon. If you don't know what BlurCon's about, I'll put the website there in the chat. Um, I look at things from a philosophical point when I look at comics. Um, you got to look at things from a brighter standpoint because one, when you look at these people who want to be talk about shaming, what happens when you got a man like Kev and myself who are shameless? I'm sorry if I'm taking up too much time talking, Kev. Just tell me shut up when you need me to.
Okay.
I don't take it as abuse. Just be like, hey, I got to get to this point. But what I was saying is that what happens when you get guys like us speaking freely and you can't shame us? What can you really say that's bad about Kev? He's articulate. He's intelligent. He's a good guy, good husband, good father. What can you possibly hate on this man for?
They always find a way.
But that shows how much you really hate yourself.
Eh,
Jealousy's a motherfucker, isn't it?
sort of, kind of. I would
See,
say.
that's beautiful about being the utilitarian versus the nihilist. Life is not a joke. Life is not meaningless. We're not destructive for the sake of destruction. We live and let live unless you hurt one of ours. But since people on here are so pathetic, let the babies have their bottle. You know, you motherfuckers just gave him 39 likes.
Yes, that's crazy. I mean, it's all good though. I mean,
It's wonderful, Kev.
it's worth celebrating. Hey, AL, I just dropped the link, man.
All you got to do is, whoa!
Man said nine. It's on the screen, man. It's on the screen. I mean, I just want to show people I'm not lying. uh, yeah, that is a record. No. I mean, bigger streams, of course, had more dislikes. Like when the day Kevin Samuels died, there was a lot of dislikes on that one. The record is a video I did when that white man punched that black girl in the face. You know, I believe white America was angered about that one. But
I,
but
I,
as
I,
far as a live stream goes, yeah, that's
I've,
a
I've,
record.
I've, I've told people a lot. You talk about the one when the girl was picking with the white family. I told people, I said, look, if my child acts a monkey ass, I'm gonna go up to that man, shake his hand, and apologize. Thank you for not killing this dumb motherfucker. And I'd have woke the motherfucker up with some smelling salts, pick their dumb ass up, go apologize, and shake that man's hand. You lucky you didn't kill your dumb ass. Because you put that man in a precarious situation that he had to protect his family. Think about it. I watch nature shows. What's the most dangerous bear? A hungry male bear or a mother with the cubs?
Yeah, I'll probably say the mother with her cubs.
The mother with the cubs is a motherfucker. She will maul you like no other. She will fight bears twice her size. I've seen shit when I watched a video of a mother bear fucking fought a male bear because he was hungry and he looked at her cubs and say protein. She literally fought this motherfucker off of a cliff, climbed up there like she was in a steel cage match and made it back to her babies. You can't insult the man that's doing well. You can't tell the man that it's impossible to do while he's doing it.
Hey,
What's up, AL?
Yeah, what up, AL? And hybrid. You say miserable haters. I guarantee that. That there are people that are more upset about this than I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about it. The haters that's hating, those 9 haters, those are the same motherfuckers who got vibrators that are gas powered, hooked up to a Sears diehard battery. When you tell them go fuck themselves, they do it damn near to death.
Yeah.
I
Literally
mean, yeah. I
came up
mean,
with a PSA announcement, to the brothers. Hello, good evening, gentlemen. My name is A.L. Evans, and I shall never succumb to shame, insults, guilt, and the motherfucking need to ever be right. I suggest you start practicing the same tactics too. Thank you.
thank you for that wisdom, AL, because you can't shame the shameless. You can't stop the hustle. It's hilarious, fellas and ladies in the chat. I take great pride to see my fellow content creators. Where some people may get insulted, we just laugh this shit off because we like, really, punk ass butthurt motherfuckers.
This man said, Coffee said there's a video circulating where 2 bears ate a camping couple alive, and they had raised the 2 bears. Goddamn. said they, that's a way to repay a motherfucker for raising you. I'm a bear.
Well, I gotta ask Nino, were these people the white?
Likely, ain't two black folks ain't raising no bears. Like it's
Yeah,
good
they
luck.
are. They
Good
raising
luck.
their fat ass kids that hungry.
Adam's thing, Charles, come on now. We don't do no type of shit like that. We might take in a stray dog, a stray cat, but a motherfucking bear cub? No, 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 no. We don't do that shit. Come on now. You know better.
You gotta realize something. You're better off raising a lion because lions are naturally communal, right? There are times when a lion, when you help it out when it was younger, they will remember you and come greet you like you're one of their pride. A bear is very solitary, okay? You know, that's like raising a tiger. A tiger is a very solitary cat. You don't raise one of nature's perfect killing machines.
Well, actually, there was a show on the Discovery Channel like a few years back, that one white dude that raised a bear to adulthood, and like he had it come to his wedding, and like he was eating inside of his house and shit. And like he actually went to like where the rest of the bears were out in the wild with that bear. But that's the only time I've heard of that. But it was also only one bear too.
Yeah, it's only one bear. You got to think about it. The bear, every every animal is going to pick on something that's smaller and weaker. Okay, there are you gotta think about it. When you're the apex predator, everybody else is just dinner.
Man, look, I used to like back in the like I would say some years back, I used to look for these shows on Netflix where people would keep animals as pets, and then something fucked up happened to them. It'd be like that was your ass get. Like there was this one woman that kept a tiger in her apartment, and like she jumped or something. Like she's like, well, it always start out with, well, the tiger was getting hungry, and I would hit a bad financial spot, but I wanted to keep the tiger. So, I was, picking up shit out the street to feed it. So one day I made a sudden move and the tiger bit my arm off and went out in the damn street and started growling at people and shit. Like, yeah, I don't know. Am I a sick person for thinking that shit's funny? Like there's this old white
Oh, no,
couple.
no.
Like,
That's just hilarious, and you deserve to get your seven ha ha he he's off of that bullshit. She served her right. Ain't no goddamn way. And you a woman? Shit, no.
now she
Mm-mm.
going around with his prosthetic talking about some if I and like what these people do to deal with their own stupidity is they always second guessing like, well, if I had done this, my arm wouldn't have got chewed the fuck off. Like there was this old white couple, man. They raised this chimpanzee, and they had to give the chimpanzee up because it was getting to be too much. So they put it in like a paddock with other chimpanzees, and one day the couple decided to visit the visit them and bring a birthday cake. So this made the other ones jealous. So what they did was they dragged the man out off the table and beat the shit out of him. Like like I mean they punched his face repeatedly. I mean they fucked him up. Like that man was never the same. And a monkey is 3 times stronger than a human being at peak physical condition.
Well,
So
to put it to you this way, a small chimp is 3 times. A gorilla is probably almost 20 to 40 times.
yeah.
And,
And let me say
and go ahead.
and let me say this obvious fact about gorillas. Gorillas don't lift weights. They don't weight train. So it's a 99.999% probability you've never seen a human has never seen a gorilla at their full strength. So
No,
go
Are
ahead, Paul.
you
no,
sure
no, no.
about that? Are you sure about that? Because there have been sightings of Charles L. Faulkner training half them motherfuckers on the cool. But don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.
Well, me and the zoo crew, we get it in at the gym, so I mean, you got to remember this. There are animals that just naturally, because you got to remember the reason why they're so strong is because monkeys and gorillas don't have the finite. We have to have a combination of fast twitch and slow twitch muscle. They don't do too well, meaning when you hug somebody or you hold somebody, let's say you hold a small baby. How fragile is a baby? Very fragile. You have to have enough strength to hold it, but enough gentleness not to crush it. Monkeys are not technically like that. Their muscles are so fast twitch that it's all or nothing when it comes to their strength because they got to swing off of branches, fight off predators, fight off people trying to invade them. So we have to have the combination to actually open a key, do little things like that. Human beings have gotten so lazy because we pretty much don't have natural predators, even though we do in other human beings. Because guess what? What are you going to do when somebody tries to attack you? And that's why a lot of these people out here think that they're safe. You're not safe. It's just you're under the illusion of safety. Look at a fucking boa constrictor, a Burmese python, and you got to look at those people who are the villagers. There's a reason why these motherfuckers worship animals like gods. Because you went up against that, that's just basically life or death. What did Nino
Yeah, I
say?
would recommend you try to go toe to toe with a bear.
Well,
Mm-mm.
I went. Um,
I mean, if a woman is in trouble and she getting dragged off by a bear, you could just be like, "Well, sayonara, bitch. I can't, no, I can't do
Well,
no bear." Uh,
like,
if you're anywhere bear country and you don't have a fucking Magnum 500 or 44 Magnum, a 500 Magnum, a 12 gauge shotgun with slugs,
or
what the
or
fuck
bear
are you
spray,
doing?
ass out.
What are you doing in that area anyway? Like, stay the fuck out of like Montana during my mating season.
oh
You
No,
got
God,
a whole fucking state to stay the fuck away from for mating season
I
for
just
bears.
want to see the beautiful scenery because we always seen it on television. Like,
no,
Stay the
Charles,
fuck
no,
out of it. Why do you
we're,
want to? Why do you want to bother an animal
no,
whose
Charles,
bite is strong enough to crack a bowling ball?
got to get up on everything and witness it with our own eyes. So says the pilgrims.
man,
I don't know if this is true or not, but I was seeing this on social media a while ago that apparently Mike Tyson tried to convince a zoo to let him fight a gorilla.
man, no,
Mike,
Mike,
you got to understand. Mike Tyson was on drugs that time.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it sounds believable to me.
Do you know he
man.
would have ripped your fucking arms off?
Man, yeah, I mean, I think Mike should. I mean, like celebrities have that larger than God complex, but there's this thing called reality. Like, I speaking of Mike Tyson, I watched this trailer for this movie. I guess it's on Amazon Prime, where Mike Tyson is the protagonist. Man, the way he delivers those lines is so funny. Let me see what movie it is, but anyway, yeah, let me respond to Coffee's comment. He said one black bear was racing me while in my car in Lake Tahoe. He was hungry too. The white girl at 7-Eleven say they don't usually mess with people, but they were hungry. Man, we get to what I told y'all about that shit last week. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm gonna tell you, man. You got to realize something, man. When it comes to nature, human beings don't understand power until they're with another powerful motherfucker. It's the same shit that I talk to women about. Like, I fight men. No, men let you hit them. What happens when men hit you back? Like, the average male is like 2 to 3 times stronger than a female.
yeah,
And we're talking untrained male, untrained female.
yeah,
Bro, bro, I keep trying to tell them that all the time, and they laugh and giggle like it's a joke. Okay, you wait. One day you gonna realize fat meat is greasy, an elephant is heavy, and a full-grown bear will shit in the woods and wipe his ass with a fair white cottontail bunny. You goddamn right. When a man decides he wants to get on your ass, he'll have no fury. He'll have no fury, guaranteed.
I'll give you I'll give you an example. One of my exes, she who will not be named, she could bench press 260 pounds at like 150, 160.
Oh, that's a strong bitch though. For real, I'm gonna give her credit. That's a strong bitch.
No, it's strong. She's strong. Oh yeah, very strong. But her max is not my warm up. And I remember when I was teaching her wrestling and all this other stuff, and she was like, "Okay, I want you to do it in real time." I said, "Are you sure?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can take it. So I told her, wrestling, you shake hands when you start. And I went for a double leg, and boom, it was so quick and so powerful. She was like, I think she was a little turned on too, by the way, but that's neither here nor there. And she was like, "Oh my God." She was like, "What?" And I was like, "What?" I just figured to myself that there wasn't a goddamn thing I could do. If you wanted to attack me, I could have had 3 of my best friends, and you would have just fucked this up. I'm like, it took you that much to realize.
Charles, Charles, she who shall never be named. I just have to ask a question. Is she in law enforcement also?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but okay, now this is my next question, and I'm gonna digress and
And
let y'all.
she was a combat medic in Afghanistan too.
Okay, because I was just gonna say, why you just didn't put one of those pinch pressure moves on her just like that, real subtle, like that would have broke her down into a fraction. You didn't even have to put all that other effort up in there. Just hit her with one of them pressure moves y'all know about. She would have cried wolf real quick. I promise you.
Because she wanted me to teach her wrestling and takedowns and throws. And I told her, I said, the best way to teach you is to actually perform it on you so you actually know how effective it is. And what a lot of my people who I've taught takedowns and throws to is that if you don't practice your defense to the point where you're not even thinking, it's gonna happen you're gonna be down before you even think about it. Like people like, how did you get so strong? I said, you wrestle with these heavyweights. Like I had to wrestle with heavyweights even when I was coaching because no one else in the room was strong enough to deal with them. Imagine dealing with a kid who's 310 pounds and he's got to cut weight to like 280, 285. And he was a defensive end.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. I wanted to show y'all this trailer. Hopefully I don't get dinged for it, but fair use. I just wanted y'all to hear how Mike Tyson delivers these lines. That's all. So just want to have a little fun with it. So tell me what y'all think. Said T Riddler said it black men being brutally honest. Why was Cam attacked? No idea. I mean, I'm just chalking it up to niggas nigging right now. So
Kid, before you go, and all due respect to you and your channel, two more times. Fair use, fair use. You should always say it at least three times. If you just say it that one time, they'll still try to find where, oh, we didn't hear it. You say that every time, three times. So when they do try to come at you, hey, I said that off the rip three times it was announced. Don't give them no reasons. You know who we dealing with.
yeah, I
YouTube
know.
ain't.
Yeah, and YouTube love messing with our channels, by the way. I mean, that screenshot, how can I be at 0 views when I got people in here watching? So, but I got all the dislikes. So thank you for that at least. But anyway, fair use, fair use, fair use. Desert Strike starring Mike Tyson.
There's no volume on it.
There's no volume.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No,
Sorry.
no volume, boss. No volume.
No,
No
it's
volume.
probably better that way.
Uh stop screen. Okay. Me. Said no sound. Okay. Sorry guys. Share screen. I mean the sound was let me see. Right here. Oh, okay. Let me see. All right. See if y'all can hear it this time. Oh, wait a minute. Sound's not on. Boom. Here we go. Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The bombs are far away. To be safe here. Hello, everyone. My name is Frank. Rick, old friend. They have nothing to do with this. They're just innocent people. In war, no one is innocent. There are victors and losers, killers and casualties. And I.
Hey, come on, man. I think that's it.
Wake up, my friend. We're here for a reason. We have a mission. It's all part of the plan. I'm not part of that plan anymore.
All right,
But you can't even take
I've
him
had.
serious.
Say what?
You can't even take him serious.
I will watch it just because of how bad it is. It might actually be entertaining.
Yeah, I figured it's one
Yeah,
of those kind of movies.
I mean, what's more entertaining? You got the fucking mountain and Mike Tyson. The dialogue itself is enough for anything, man. I would love to see an action movie. See, we need to go back to the action movies back in the 80s and 90s.
yeah, yeah. Well, you didn't give a fuck about the acting.
No, you just wanted some ass kick. Look, we don't love Bloodsport because we were looking for a riveting performance. Like what was another one? You know what about shits where when I came out of grade school, coming home on a Friday, we went to the goddamn pizza shop and motherfuckers wanted to see American Ninja, man. You know what's a classic action movie motherfuckers don't talk about anymore? The fucking Octagon with Chuck Norris.
No, mine was Action Jackson. I could watch Action Jackson over and over and over. Rest in peace,
Gotta
Paul Weathers.
rest in peace. Carl Weathers, rest in peace. Action Jackson. Action Jackson actually made you proud to be black, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, there are so many like Delta Force, like my grandmother, even to this day in her 90s, still love her action movies. That's what probably got me and hooked. This is how you know the generations now are so lost. I remember sitting on my dad's lap watching fucking Rambo First Blood. It's like, where's the action heroes? Like, you want to see some gritty shit.
Remember, Mike
It's,
Tyson was in Man 3 too.
I'm gonna tell you what. I remember being a little kid watching Kid Dynamite before he was Iron Mike.
Oh shit. Hold on one
Oh, yeah.
second. Just want to see these lines delivered one more time.
Hello, everyone. My name is Frank. Rick, old friend. They have nothing to do with this. They're just innocent people.
They had nothing to do with it. They're just innocent people.
Why does that one dude keep talking from the side of his mouth?
Oh god.
You talking about the mountain Thorson? This is the world's strongest mon from Iceland.
Man, can you imagine the director on this one? Should I tell him? I mean, it is Mike Tyson.
You let Mike Tyson do what the fuck he chooses.
How was those lines? I was like, they're perfect, Mike. No,
Look,
you
man,
don't need
you ought
to
to
do
be
better.
motherfucker. You ought to be at a Scorsese film.
Oh shit.
All we need is the guy. We have a guy who's coming to save some refugees.
What
Oh
up,
my
Jake
god!
Zero?
I mean, what was your favorite action movie? You didn't give a fuck about if it had good dialogue. You just knew that shit was just pure fucking testosterone, fucking action. Testosterone so fucking potent. If a woman watched that shit, she's having twins. Mm.
All right. Okay, this is a question for the panelists in the chat. Am I wrong for thinking this is funny? I mean, not even knowing who made it. Could have been a white person that made this, but am I wrong for this?
No, not really.
Oh god, that's
That's
comedy.
horrible. That is
I'm just
fucking horrible.
I'm just over here shaking my head. That's all I'm doing.
Man,
Oh
you
my
know how,
god, you know it's fucked up. I wish I would have thought of it first.
oh god.
Disney's new show, Smiggers. Hey, we're the Smiggers on Disney
Man,
Channel, where they had the little wand
man,
commercials.
man, DJ B-side 1965 said it looks like Tim Scott without a shirt on.
Oh shit! It's called West. Damn, it looked like Wesley Snipes when he was a kid. But anyway.
Yeah, let me check these dislikes. They might earn me another one.
Oh my goodness.
Kev.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh shit, it did. I'm up to 10.
it did.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, be like,
You're a fucking legend, man.
Oh God.
yeah, they be like, I understand. You niggas just don't like me. I understand. It's cool. I understand by the dislikes. I understand.
But Flavor Smurf Art. What's good, Art?
Flavor Smurf. Like,
So watch
like
Wallet. The
Wesley.
Smiggers are coming.
You know? Oh man, oh man,
Oh man, a week over here, man.
oh man, the Smiggers are gonna fuck your girl because they got like you can make cereals off that shit. The
Shit,
Smiggers,
they got and they got game, man. They got some
they
game.
got game,
Like,
they got game, and plus they got dicks like fire hoses, man. You know they play.
You know what doesn't make any sense too about
You
like
know,
the amount of
hey, why is Smurf got always going to the Smigger village after night? And why is she coming over there? And why is she waddling back?
like
Yeah,
Kev,
with a
because
big
the
old
Smig,
smile on her face. Like,
yeah, because the Smiggers filled her out like an application. That's why.
like I think you've actually got more dislikes than when you had Obsidian on here,
oh
and
man,
that was before you even got into anything.
let me see Obsidian. How many dislikes? 7 dislikes on Obsidian. And that was at that's at almost 1,700 views.
Yeah,
God
I think
damn,
you had
man.
like those 9 dislikes before you even got into saying anything.
Oh jeez.
And Care's response should be, and so don't care.
Yeah.
Smiggers. Hey.
Like, how about another one?
Oh my God. What are they gonna have? From the makers of gummy bears, we have the Gucci bears.
Hey man, but just for the record, for people listening out there, looking at this hurt me at first, but then it was just like the laughter just started coming. It's just
Oh my God. Is it
oh
wrong that I was
God.
not hurt at all? You know what? If I found a racist white guy who made this, I would
Okay.
look him in the eye and shake him in the head like, dude, you all right with me. You know what?
Yeah.
That was actually creative.
Yeah,
I give you a slap for
I
that.
can't even.
I can't even. Even I laughed at that shit.
I can't hate, man. I mean, they're right. Damn right. Smigger, please.
Nigga, please. Like I can, how they be like, I'm smurfing, nigga, I'm smiggering.
Oh,
Nigga, please.
oh man. Oh, I'm
Smiggers,
hurt.
man,
I'm hurt a little bit.
Smiggers are crazy.
Yeah. Mike Tyson and his lines.
Between this and the Mike Tyson shit, you made somebody's day.
They had nothing to do. The man was spitting all over the ground saying that shit, man. It was just
Between him and Thorson, I mean, goddamn, man. Oh my God, that was gold. Oh man.
oh boy.
Oh man.
Got Big Kev 9539. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. Said the Raid 1 and 2 are 2 of the best action movies. I watched the Raid 1. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh,
I need to check out 2.
Shit, the Raid was actually pretty good. I mean, shit. I mean, we could have a DMX Smurf call what you want from us, nigga.
Yeah.
You know it's so fucked up. My man doing lightning kicks. Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang.
Well, that's actually Stoney Jackson.
Stoney?
Like,
Oh God.
yeah, Pootie Tang was another guy, but Stoney was on that season of 227 that I hated. Like, him and the corny white dude trying to call himself acting black, and Stoney just trying to find a reason to dance. Really, the character Wacky D was make fun of CNC Music Factory and himself because he was always trying to find a reason to dance.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, by the way, this is how you know rappers aren't rappers anymore. Nobody ever freestyled off the Ted DiBiase beat. That's how you know hip hop is dead.
Yeah. I'm sure it's somewhere like, maybe some of y'all local rappers in some of y'all cities have probably done it.
But
But
you know, that's the whole thing about music. Like your local people are probably better than some of the people out now. Like I remember I had to correct my godson for saying something so sacrilege. He was like, "Well, Beyonce's a better singer than Anita Baker." I said, "Don't ever say that."
no.
He says, "If you value your safety, don't ever say that publicly."
You should have pulled out the leather belt on his ass for even uttering that bullshit.
I was about to. Even his mother said, "Son, don't ever say that shit. Don't ever say that shit." I said, "I played Beyonce's song, and then I played Anita Baker." I said, "Where do you hear the range? Where do you hear the vocals?" I said, "We'll go live."
Yeah, I actually went to a live concert of hers. Man, oh my god,
Yeah.
that was my boo in the '80s. First, it was don't ain't nobody go never take Felicia Rashad away from me ever. I'll fight you niggas to the ends of the earth. Then it was Anita Baker. Funky fresh haircut like Anita Baker. Looked up at that and said, I take her.
Oh, very beautiful woman
Yeah.
at 4'11".
Yeah. All right, guys. Let me direct your attention to the screen. The
Oh my God.
the AI passport bro saga continues.
And the sad thing about it, none of them bitches are pregnant. God damn. None of them are pregnant. This is just them in their final
Oh
form, like
my
Frieza.
god. But
Yeah,
They want to love.
the
that one
funniest
to the
part is
far right might look like she pre-knocked up.
yeah. The funniest part is the dude that's in the background scream. What the fuck he screaming for?
He's a lifelong member and supporter of the Gynocracy. That's why he knows no better. That's
It's
all
the
he.
only it's the only group that will accept him because he got titties like the rest of them.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it's like those dudes in that SBE camp. Just listening to a few of them talk, like they're anti-passport bros.
Oh man. They're anti
Let
a
a
lot of
man
stuff.
let a man live his life, and pass what we trust. That's Moist Maurice in the
In the
back.
back.
Jesus,
Good.
Jesus
What up?
Christ.
What up, Leonard Yuta? Who else I just seen come up in here? Fast Attack Tough 688I. Who else that I forgot to shout out? Dark Green. I think that was I seen somebody with that handle earlier. Chief Co Chief Kojo Prime was good if you're still in the building. Yeah, I like to make a habit of shouting everybody out as they appear. So yeah, yeah, we're talking about shaming, but this shaming useless or effective, but it's going off into other things like Mike Tyson's line delivery and this shit right here. So
Smigger.
Smiggers. I'm just
My
saying, man.
Smigger.
When I see some shit on social media, man, I got to bring it to the attention of my people, man.
Please, Kev, please send that to me. God damn, I love
Oh
that
man,
shit.
yeah, I got you.
But Kev, you know you my Smigger, right?
It's gonna
Hey,
end up becoming a doorbell ring. I promise you, Smiggers.
man, yeah, somebody gonna have. I don't know, man. We might make somebody like leave y'all some self haters in the comment section, like afterwards, like.
Oh, how that big bitch stop eating herself. Okay. There, I said it. I'm gonna get you 20 dislikes this today.
Oh man. All right. So let's continue with this this a little bit. All right. Wendy Williams is suffering from dementia and there are some people out there that clearly don't give a fuck about talking about her and her dementia. I mean, when like the question I have for you guys is when it's too far, too far.
Um, it's
When is it
kind of
too
hard.
far?
It's kind of hard to legitimately say because You can't say that you made a career because you put the link in the channel. I'm switching devices. It's kind of hard to say because don't ask me to have restraint when you've been poking the bear so long, and you deserve what you get. Now, if you never said anything or you've been quiet kept, I'm very respectful and reserved. But if you poke the bear, don't expect me not to come out with nukes when you've been fucking Pearl Harboring me the whole time. You feel me?
That's pretty much my sentiments too. Do I like the fact that we found out that she's suffering from this? No, but then when you think about all the roles she done played in helping perpetuate the damage towards the black community with her gossip and her, her just ill will towards black men. Shit, no. I mean, you gonna have to reap what you sow on this one, honey. Lost mind and all.
Yeah,
Like for
and
example,
yeah, go ahead, kid. Andre, go ahead.
yeah, for example, somebody mentioned like another content creator. He mentioned a while back, like it's like when you see like old white people, how people just assume like they're just fragile or they're nice people, but for all you know, that was an old racist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fagara. I'm sorry, Judas Fagara. What's going on? Uh, DJ B side 1965 says karma's a biatch. Raven Knight says karma doesn't hold back. Why should we? Uh, he also says she's hurt so many people.
Yeah.
And we got Big Funky in the building. Smiggleside Gangster Crip.
Biggest guy makes the grip.
Yeah, yeah. So what's good, everybody who's watching right now? Just for those of you who just joined me, I made the record of 10 dislikes in a live stream.
Oh,
So,
we go for the Olympic gold. We go
oh
beyond.
yeah,
We like
oh
my
yeah.
man All Might. Go beyond plus ultra. Shit. I mean, you can't ask for mercy when you go through shit. As much as our hearts want to bleed for people with dementia, you literally made a fucking career of besmirching black men. You could have used your platform to uplift black men, and you could have been even in your wildest days. You could have been held up in a pristine place. But you started your career out on a fucking being controversial with Puffy, with Method Man and others.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a dirt sheet that came out years and years ago. She was like, all the black dudes she mentioned, she was talking about they was gay, but when she came around to Mark Wahlberg, she was like that shit from Boogie Nights was true. So yeah, there is like I've known her for a long time to do like any black woman with a media spot, uplifting white boys and try to down and demonize black men, based on whatever. And I mean, so to say that, I mean, we have facilitated an environment where we make fun of dead people. It is okay when it's certain folks, but it ain't okay when it's others. I mean, for real, if you spend your life hurting folks' reputation, then there are some people that's gonna feel that way. I mean, we still today demonize a dude for trying to save the black relationship. I mean, this one right here was trying to ruin it. So for
I mean,
people to be merciless, it's just one person. It's a
I want
cruel
you to,
world.
I want you to think about this, right? How many black female celebrities came out the side of their fucking cracked up mouth when KS died?
It was a celebration all over black Twitter. I
Oh,
mean, it was
happy joy for him, like real shit.
my my
Man,
my usually dead Facebook group lit up that week with insults, and I was like dropping them like flies. I was like, "No, you get the fuck out this group for that shit. We don't do that."
But
now
yeah,
real talk, my beloved grandmother, may she rest in eternal heaven, she went through this Alzheimer's and dementia. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. So it's a part of me that's feeling for this lady because I know what she's gonna go through, and I wouldn't wish that on nobody. But yet and still, I'm not feeling nothing because like before she starts withering away, you got to look back at her past and look at all the transgressions she has done and towards black men and about black men. And then going from radio to TV and being a public figure and still presenting yourself in that same light, no, it's only so far my heart is gonna be feeling for Wendy Williams, and it ain't that much.
And by the way, she's lucky that she's rich.
Yeah, shout out to Yag Man and Bottom. Letter to you to say that dog has me weak as fuck.
Like
Yeah,
he cried laughing. Like
yeah,
you realize that she's lucky she's rich. There's a lot of spiteful, angry black women who do nothing but gossip and share their fucking shit about black men, and they're alone. They got no money, no children to look after them. She's just lucky she has a son. And here's the fucking fact of the matter is this. I already knew something was bad with her when she had that breakdown when she passed out on the show. That was a mini stroke if y'all didn't notice.
yeah,
You got to be very kind-hearted to people. I'd rather leave a legacy of people saying, you know what, that guy might have been stern, but he loved us. That guy might have been stern. He might have made us do push-ups, but he gave a fuck about us. I'd rather leave that legacy. This guy wanted to see black young men and black boys at their best. He wanted you to be proper husbands to black females who get it.
mm,
I rather my legacy live on as this motherfucker cared than to be somebody who wants to besmirch people, who wants to insult people, who wants to make a quick scoop so I could be like, hey, this guy gay, this person's this. I don't get shit out of that.
yeah, yeah. She was the one that put the rumor out there that Juvenile and Beyonce's breath stink. I mean, I'm not even joking about this. Like, yeah, she has said plenty about a lot of people. She was the gossip queen. I mean, and I feel AL on what he's saying. Like, but my grandmother and my grandfather, they both died with dementia, when, they passed on my mother's side. And yeah, I currently have an uncle that's going through it right now. So, yes, I do feel for people who are going through this. It is a mental torture like none other. Like, to just look at it and, because it happens in your family, that might be when I get really old or, somehow something starts happening to my brain, I may be headed for dementia. I never know. We never know how we're going to end up later in life, but it's how you go down that counts as well. How you're going to be remembered when you were of sound mind and body. And people remember that. And if you go down like a Wendy Williams, you can only expect that the vitriol is coming your way. Is we have, like I said, we have facilitated an environment on social media which makes this kind of thing okay. And although there should be a level of shame to it, we also have to. It also has to be depending on the person as well. I mean, and we as black men, we are the subjects of people who have profited from our deaths. Seriously, you don't think that there were divester channels and black man hate channels that did not profit from Kevin Samuel's death? Not to mention Black Lives Matter, the ultimate grifters. We deal with that shit every fucking day. Seriously, if you are a black man that is in Western culture and you act like you have nothing to be angry about, you have lost your goddamn mind. There is plenty to be angry about, but what defines us, our characters, is how we deal with this anger from all of this fucked up bullshit out here. So, can you really stand on some type of high and mighty pedestal and look down on people for saying some things about Wendy Williams? No, no, not at all. Not at all. I mean, shit, what's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander. I'm sorry. That's just how it is at the end of the day. She has to face the exact same criticisms that she dished out that she made a career from. I mean, whether you feel sorry for her or not, will be due to some race loyalty or some gender loyalty or trying to put the cloak of protection on a piece of, and whatever, however you feel about Wendy Williams. I mean, still is she had this coming. So
I mean, she's never proven to be the best friend of black men. And how many times have you ever seen her show where she wants to send a kid to college, a kid to training school, but to sit around, gossip, drink, ride the tours, and gossip again?
Never,
Exactly.
never. That's why at the end of the day, the men of the black manosphere, we feel nothing towards this situation. That sounds like a Wendy Williams problem, if you ask me.
yeah, didn't she like the last time she went off on a black man, call him a bitch on the air or something like that? I vaguely remember it, but and that might have been somebody else, but I swear that was Wendy Williams. Like, she took the same, like I said, she took the same opportunity that many black women uh take when they're given platforms by whites. They go in on black men like, is actually just and called for. I mean, then you have black men that are in the same vein that have the same like that, well, that have grievances of our own, and then, we're called whiny and we're called bitches for it, you know. But, at the same time, to a degree, it is the men's fault for allowing that kind of shame to affect us, and not grabbing and taking the bull by the horns and taking charge of this bitch like we should. Not saying that you have to be a forceful, aggressive asshole, but you can be assertive.
Some of our best triumphs were never by force, it was by logic. Like at Birmingham, bus boycotts. We were assertive, but were we forceful? No. We'll bring you to your knees economically. How successful was that? You're from that area, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Is really the most successful protest in history.
Yeah.
The trash
Yeah,
strike, the trash strike in Memphis.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah. Because when you protest with your dollars, that's when people listen. You
Yep.
know, I mean, you can go out and you can disrupt the flow of a city by protesting and everything and only costing businesses money, but when you have a focal point and you really hurt in the pockets of the people that you're trying to reach as far as your message, then that's when they will listen. You can scream all you want, but all they have to do is lock their office and put some headphones in and it'll drown you out instantly. No, you have it was a tenuous 3-year protest, this Montgomery bus boycott was. And at the end of it, we got what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
We just wanted to be treated fairly. Nobody should have to, beg you to be treated fairly. And, once and why people don't use that model, instead trying to sit up there and virtue signal and cry for acceptance is beyond me. I'll just say that.
That's because that's a feminine model.
And,
Okay.
and on top of that, we too fucking materialistic. You think we can get today's black folks to even protest anything and do anything? Yeah, what? I gotta miss some work. I gotta take off. I gotta sacrifice. I gotta suffer. Oh no, that's too much like right. Yeah, bitch, it is.
That's because Today's black man is scared. He's scared to make enemies.
Mm.
Well, in
Yeah.
all due respect, Charles and Kev, the last time we stood up, we marched, and we took initiative as black men, who took all the credit from us? Who took all the riches that was supposed to come to us? Who laid claim to bear to what we were supposed to come to fruition in? Them, her, all them. And then want to mock us and ridicule us for 6 decades. No, I'm not in the habit of trying to go fight for nothing that'll benefit them anymore. And if it did try to benefit us, they go try to take it from us anyway. No,
Uh,
no thanks.
Narratives and dialogue. She tried to turn the R&B singer Tony Terry against me after he told me she owed him $70,905. You know, Tony Terry is still singing. He's still performing. Them same two songs, With You and Everlasting Love. Like
Yep.
he is, yeah, like, for real. Like, I was like, he didn't he come out in like 87, 88, something like that.
86, 87. I remember. Hey,
Yeah.
so take care. You starting to show your age with me. Shh. Quit telling
Yeah, I
people
know.
you come out the 70s and the 80s. Stop it.
Then she tried to sue me for $1 million I did not have. Stupid bitch. I don't work for free like Monique. It said
Jesus Christ.
Method Man made a good point about her years ago when Wendy leaked info about his wife having cancer. Oh man. And this is the same path that Tasha K is trying to go down.
Tasha
Oh,
K.
she gonna
Tasha,
pay a heavy price. Go
Tasha,
ahead. Go ahead.
Tasha K is a defeated drunk.
Man.
She didn't learn her lesson when she went at fucking Cardi B. She didn't think that bitch was gonna take the time to go to court with her. First and foremost,
I wonder how that payment plan is working out for her right now.
you talking about, and I know she's a hater of Passport Bros, but guess what? You probably hate Passport Bros, but you're a passport hoe. Your husband is not from the United States. That's if you even still with the nigga.
Thank you for changing the screen, kid, because that picture of her was starting to hurt my eyes.
No,
Anytime
no,
I see
no,
it,
no, no. We got somebody named Booty Domus up here. Like I shouldn't even let people with that name up here. But what's good? Who are you?
It's me, bro. It's me, Ray Homer.
Oh, okay. All
Oh
right.
shit, that definitely
Oh
probably
fuck
was
Rick Homicide.
this nigga's pulling the hot sauce, huh? You trying to be chameleon, changing names and shit all the time? Okay,
Yeah, I got to, man, because you know what I mean, because Charles up here, you know what I mean, with the whole olive oils, you know what I mean, hating on the thickums, you know what I mean. So
All
shit,
right. Let me
yeah.
change the image on the screen then to fit y'all more
Well,
appropriately
thank
then
you.
since y'all want to
'Cause
act
looking at
shit.
blonde hair black women, that shit is a major turn off for me.
Smiggas,
you know,
smiggas.
With different colors in my hair, like rainbow bright, is a turn off for me.
Hey,
you like
what about this one, AL? What about
oh
this one?
god. Hey,
Nigga,
you
nigga,
just
you gonna make me
turned
cuss you, and I kind of like you. Take that shit.
Rick Homer
Mm.
on, man.
Oh, and man, hold on. Before you
And
take it out, let's start by all the dislikes. Let's start with the Bonnie Brigade. Can't take that. You out in public in a sports bra in spandex tights that shouldn't even be on your body size. Man, come on. Don't get me wrong. I've been a brother. I don't mind messing with a plus size girl from time to time. Charles, be quiet. Just be quiet. I don't mind it from time to time. But goddamn, this shit here, no. You have to be a respectable plus size girl for me to talk to you. You got to carry yourself well, right? Cover your body up, all that. That's just disgusting. That's disgusting.
well, they just look like battered meat on the damn on the shelves, man. Like damn, then just
But to be respectful to AL being a truck driver, number one, she would not fill your trailer. Number two, she got more rolls than Esther. Number 3. I mean, goddamn, the big backs. You know, this is like Pornhub for Rihanna, man. Shit.
Nah, man. I knew your ass was gonna say that, damn dog.
I can see Mike Tyson coming out of nowhere. They had nothing to
Shit.
do with this. Like,
You know your
Oh
big
my
strong ass
God,
can
look
handle
at
that,
that.
man. Look at you.
She
Yeah,
got the
yeah. That's all Charles, nigga.
yeah.
She's only good between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m., gentlemen. And if you have to go that route, last resort, please put on 3 condoms. Please. Please.
What about this one right here?
Oh, that one's more acceptable than that one, but then
Yeah, both of those are acceptable, but still, it's the one on the right. No, ma'am.
They
You showing
the same person.
Same.
okay? Well, she's showing entirely too much skin on the right. Come on now,
Well,
Here's viewing pleasure.
Nice body, but she's missing the 2 front teeth, so you know she could suck the 10-man through a fucking golf.
So what are you saying, Charles? She's running a gap A defense in her mouth. She's running a gap A defense.
Well, she told you fall into the gap, but anyway, she looked
Earl
like
Campbell can run through that line.
Well, I mean, she's a reverse vampire. That's all.
Football through a straw, boy.
But you know what they say about them girls with gaps, boy. Them the best dick suckers in the world.
I mean, she looked like she'd take. Man, she looked like she'd suck your dick like an acid trip. Yeah, damn. And everything. Like, whoa, nice body though. God damn. You just tell a bitch don't smile. That's the first time I'll tell a bitch don't smile.
Don't smile.
Don't smile.
I mean, we appreciate it, but it's all good. Hey, but look. I know I put this up here before.
I bet you she got some sexy veneers. Oh boy, that's a fine bitch at Walmart. But god damn, don't even tell me. See, I on my Twitter, I'm friends with a lot of fucking dark-skinned, beautiful women. That bitch look like she's about to be an all-pro nose tackle.
Yeah. What up,
Giving Butch Wolffuck a run for his money, Charles. You know.
She give Vince Wilfork a run. I mean, she looked like she goes play Oklahoma with Haloti Nada. God damn. Look at that frown. And see,
but look at that T-shirt.
A black woman special.
Yeah, I know. I see it, right?
That's a black woman speaking. Look, that see the problem.
And my response would be black man telling you to shut up.
She got that look. She'll tell Charles, she's like, look at my shirt and listen. You better listen. Yeah, she look like she'll look at your ass like that.
Charles would be the type of.
What my shirt say, Charles? What my shirt say? You see what my shirt say, Charles?
And Charles would be like the type of nigga who take his cigar torch and burn that bitch while you in it.
You keep acting like this, you ain't gonna get none of this loving.
I don't want it. That's what Ray Thomas for. Matter of fact, I don't want no bitch built like a colostomy bag, okay?
Oh god.
She looked like she constipated. God damn. Like she looked like she ate some steak and she can't let that shit pass through her bowels. You know, it's like that song, Bad Luck is what you got. Man,
Charles be so harsh on the plus size girl.
Y'all just saying that y'all can't handle no strong independent.
And she looks like she's strong. She looks like she's strong enough to take down like the Justice League. God damn. She got bad guts. That's what she got.
Charles' response would be, I can't handle no strong, wide back bitch. That's what it is. Your back is too wide for me.
She looked like she will fuck up single-handedly a fucking Thanksgiving turkey.
Bro, she go play the 3-gap technique and take on the center and 2 guards at the same time. She go help the linebacking core out every game. The defense go name her player of the game, boy. I promise you. I promise
you. She looked like
Jake Zero. That is very feasible.
She looked like she could stop Reggie White.
They built like a Honda Accord.
Oh shoot!
I can't let you do that to Reggie White, bro. Reggie White was a defensive end. That's a DT right there. That's a
She
straight up nose guard. NG
that's
or DT.
no, that's a tackle.
Yeah, I said DT or NG. She's a nose guard or a defensive tackle. But
No,
no, don't disrespect
she's
Reggie White.
off.
Reggie White was a defensive end who had a hell of a hump move, goddammit.
No, she was an offensive tackle. She looked like she would stop him in his tracks. Hoo, 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 hoo. She looked like she would fuck up the Steiner brothers by herself.
To about Obafemi. They look like Obafemi up there.
Oh, trust me. You gotta look at that chick. Like
Mark Henry.
she looked like she looked like her name would be Fanny.
Oh God.
Ooh, Kev, I just heard that. You ain't slick. So you trying to say that's Mark Henry little sister? God damn.
She looked like she looked like she's still your cornbread. God.
But she'll walk up to man, just walk up to it and just take it off your plate.
Mm.
Oh God. Do not invoke.
Looks,
Do not invoke the presence, Jake Zero. Please don't.
Oh my God. She looks like she would give King Haku a run for his money.
Oh God, King Haku. You went back to King Haku.
God damn, she looked like she would go fight King Haku.
She looked like the type. She looked like the type that would put period in her damn spaghetti.
Oh God, it's gonna keep him around.
She looks like the type. She looks like she got a mean belly to belly or spine buster.
Oh God.
God damn.
Say Ron Simmons almost wasn't the first black world champion.
And you know where he won it in? What city was it? Baltimore. Man,
okay.
She looked like if she wore a mask, she could say it's time, it's time, it's Vader time.
It's Vader time. It's Tater time. That's
Vader time. I mean, it's something about a fat black woman that is different than any other fat woman. They, you know, most fat women of any other race. Yep, put this nigga up. This nigga here. I mean, any other race, the bitch would be jolly. Not these bitches, man. They fraud.
Say McGruff. They McGruff.
I just noticed something. She's not smiling. She is not smiling.
You wouldn't smile too if you had to fight the Flash. Looking like Grodd.
It's a Grodd. Man, speaking of Grodd,
now that's hilarious right there, Grodd.
Speaking of Grodd, man, have y'all, if any of y'all like comic book wise, checked out that Justice League versus Godzilla King Kong?
Yes, sir. And I just created my thumbnail, and that'll be my next stream to cover
Godzilla is not playing.
Like no, he's not, sir. No, he's not, man.
Oh man, he fucking everybody up. He fucked Superman up. I thought Superman was gonna be the ace card. I was like, why?
One blast. Did you see how one blast took out Superman?
That's the only reason he took the blast, because of fucking Captain Marvel's dumbass. He was handling his own with Godzilla because
Brother Charles is hit to it. Brother Charles, he was a dumbass for that, man.
He was smacked the shit out of him. Like, bitch, get your wizard ass the fuck out of Metropolis. The next thing you know, Captain Marvel hits him with a thunderbolt. I'm like, for a nigga with the wisdom of Solomon, you ain't too fucking bright, are you?
And you see who knocked him back, right? And who knocked Godzilla back? It was Billy Batson, and then Supergirl.
That was the Superman.
But when King Kong got rocked, he didn't stagger and fall back like Godzilla did. Now he just shrugged off like, bitch, don't you dare do that again.
Jake Zero, you are wrong for that. Just want to let you know, you are wrong.
My name is Fraud.
That man said greasy caloric outburst. I mean, I couldn't have thought of it better myself.
Fraud. She looks like. You ever heard of the Black Panther?
I think we all have.
Yeah, she looks like the dark skinned rhino.
Oh God.
There will be no challenge or dinner today. What?
So they never send a full headshot. Kelly Price did that too.
That's how you know these bitches are something else. When they can't do a body shot, when the bitch look like she got basketballs in her chest, she a fat bitch. When she take a shot and she got basketballs in her chest and she ain't trying to show you the whole body, mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Like, I look pretty. Let me see a full body shot. Fuck you.
Let's see. Smiggers. All right, Smiggers. All right, let's see. Is there another image I wanted to discuss up here? Yeah, showing this got me a little heat last night. All of a sudden I had to get into a debate about rap music. You know, like no one ever criticized men rap music, rappers or anything. It is extremely inaccurate because I mean, Two Live Crew and NWA was getting put in jail from city to city
Yeah,
for rapping. I
Kev,
mean,
we took all our heat as male rappers in the mid '80s and early '90s. So it's their time. Let them catch their heat. Don't nobody give a shit.
no, not at all.
You
Not
got
at all.
who the fuck is this? Sexy Red?
Yeah, of course.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, she got
again.
lip gloss called gonorrhea yellow, booty hole brown. Oh my god, you got these nasty bitches speaking up for you.
I don't know who I hate more, Sexy Red or Suki Hana. I can't stand both of them bitches. Well, shit, I
Oh,
can't
you
stand.
better
Well,
Let,
you
let
let
me.
better be careful. Better be careful, Dr. Umar.
Yeah, fuck Dr. Umar.
I seen a picture of Sexy Red twerking in her hospital gown while she was about to give birth.
Oh God. Yeah, giving them kids something to be proud of. That
you
makes
know
me
what?
that makes me feel for the future generation.
You know what? Ronnie Law said every generation. I swear to God, man. This is I swear to God. I wish I could kick some of these new generation motherfuckers in the nuts and some of these bitches give them punched in the ovaries. It should be against the law of ignorant bitches having babies. Look at this. You pinching your coochie only because somebody said it smelled like fish.
Boy,
You got I mean, pussy lips look like bed sheets. And you really think that's attractive?
she two tone like a motherfucker too.
She
Man,
smells
look.
Man, she smells like alley dog and fucking gonorrhea. God
I got a
damn.
better picture I'm sending in the chat.
Man, let me look, let me say something about Two Live Crew, man. At least when you were in the Two Live Crew, like when you were in like the dance party and Two Live Crew played. I mean, you be in the middle of the dance floor. The next thing you know, you feel something grinding on you. It'd be some girl's butt. Like, yeah, all right, yeah.
Man,
Now it's a
man,
party. You know,
now
I
if you
can't
put
imagine like young people and Sexy Red just pops up and most of them hoes will get together in a crowd and you know start screaming my booty hole brown and all this
uh,
other shit and then
they
name
Oh,
their
start
price for these
they start
brothers.
they start twerking on each other. And if you are lucky enough to get a chick to twerk on you, you might get some yellow discharge on you, apparently.
oh, hell no. Yeah,
Some
yeah.
of that viscous
That's my
fluid.
cue. That's
Like
my cue.
like
Kev, look at that. Look at that picture in the chat. That might be a better
Uh,
picture for you.
yeah, better picture.
Oh god. Oh
Let me.
god.
I'm trying to go to it right now. Actually,
And
let's see.
who was that other slutty rapper out of Memphis? I can't stand her neither.
Oh my god. Like, every time you look at sexy bread, you go like, "Arr, smells like low tide."
I'm gonna say low tide.
Low tide.
Hold on a
Arr.
second.
It smell like
like
she smell like a pirate.
I seen a video earlier on Instagram. Like this chick was rapping while she was holding her sleeping son, calling her son a nigga and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
mean, Ray, this picture's actually good. All right, let me show y'all what this man is talking about.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, all right. There y'all go. It's like, imagine coming home from a hard day's work with that staring at you.
Who the fuck is this supposed to be though?
Well, guess what? That day ain't gonna be the only thing hard for long.
Yeah, man. She like, I got you sandwiches in the kitchen. You just sit down and relax.
Oh man, what's your first name? Viagra. Oh God.
Hey, Kev, brother Kev, you know about My Hero Academia?
Like, I heard about it. I've never really sat down and watched it for real.
Well, Charles will know. You know, Endeavor, the number 2 hero,
Uh-huh.
the fire
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that's sexy Brad. When she,
I'll give that bitch number the prominence bar.
that's sexy Brad. She walks out there with
Yeah.
flames all over her. Sexy Brad looked like she get burned by gonorrhea, and gonorrhea scared of her. Like, God,
Hey, but you know one thing though, with Glorilla and what's that other Scarlet, they were gaining momentum, and then Sexy Red just pulled the rug out from under the both of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's that
Tiana.
bitch I can't stand. Also, what's her name from Memphis? You just said
Tiana.
no,
Talking about
not Suki.
Glorilla.
Yeah, Glorilla. Oh my god,
because I
man.
gotta be fuck nigga free. You ever notice how female rappers gotta use a deep voice? Because I'm fuck nigga free. Like, what the fuck, you tranny? God damn.
They want to let you know they masculine, Charles. That's what it is. They
Trey
masculine.
the Truth don't sound like that though. He got a deep voice. Shit.
Oh my goodness, they want to be men so badly.
Yeah, not this one on the screen. This one is a
Uh
woman.
Oh no.
You walk in the house like that. Oh, you fucking orgasm on yourself, and you're like, baby, what happened? You come so early. Well, bitch, you came too late.
That's it.
I'm biting and banging, biting and banging.
Couldn't help it. Give me a few minutes. Shit. Come on, guy. Oh man.
Smell like a whole out of control.
All right, Cortez Smith says female rappers don't have their own identity. They want to be black men so bad. Yeah, kind of does seem that way. Even some of the supposed like women, like a Megan.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody snoring.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Sexy Red look like the cat smells like Black and Milds and Chum. Ugh, Chum. You talking about that shit they put in the sea to attract predators?
It's just the way her skin looks
Every
and all
time
that
you look
shit,
at
and her whole appearance. She just looks like the kind of bitch that will eat hot Cheetos and soda. And shit.
every time you look at Sexy Red is the type of bitch who smell like alley piss and loose condoms, and slightly used condoms.
Slightly used. Man said they condoms that was reconsidered for the act. Oh, wait a minute. I say who? Hey, Ray. Jake Zero asked, "Who is that on the screen?"
Oh shit! I don't know. Just a picture I found and put in my archives real quick.
Yeah. Some
Is this
memory,
one X
some photos,
random?
some photos are worth keeping.
I mean, well, yeah, because certain photos I found like that, you know what I mean? I gotta get a little artsy. So, like, whenever I get back to sketching, as I do have my pad and my pencils, I can draw that and customize it, to however I like.
Oh
Yeah, for sure. It's for artistic purposes.
yeah. Just because they famous doesn't mean they pussy good. Just yeah.
You
Also,
hear
just
me?
because they. Yeah. I mean,
Just
but
ask Venus Williams and all the brothers who quit fucking with her. They'll tell you.
Hey Ray. Hey Ray. Hey. What's up with this brother, man?
Little do you know, that's actually Ray Hama right there in the picture.
You get a boot up the ass, boy. Hell no.
Oh
No,
God.
I don't
He's
eat the groceries. No,
Ray
I'm
Hama
still
said he went
good.
to a scratch and sniff, and all he said was dents.
Hell no. Hey, nigga,
niggas
that'd be Charles. Charles like to eat groceries like that,
and
boy.
then
Flex your face right in those ass cheeks,
this
nigga.
Man,
is
you don't
this what
even
they
like
mean
groceries.
by
You don't even like groceries. You were looking for the fest. You were looking for the fertilizer section.
yeah, this what they mean by niggas are done. I mean,
Yeah.
He gave in. See,
but sh-
it needs to be the kind of niggas, kid, that will fight you, boy, tooth
My
and
Wait,
nail
man.
over these
My
chicks.
man.
but she
wait,
thick.
wait,
But she's
wait.
thick.
I guess my age is kicking in. I took a real hard look at this picture. All I kept looking at was this, and then I really look. That motherfucker's got his face in his. Oh hell no!
If she poot, he passing out.
That
That's
just
what
lets
it
you
is.
know. That just lets you know. I'm born in 1973 and started having sex in the early 80s. We didn't fucking get down like this. We knew. And I'm a Virgo, and I consider myself a pretty freaky son of a bitch. But no, we don't get down like that. No,
She
no.
got them treacherous, sinister eyes too.
Is he trying to make a
Like,
wish?
like I don't know if you guys noticed, but just looking at her face, I could see a little bit of chubbiness in the cheeks too. So you know she got a gut.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like for her sake, I hope she keeps it clean. They say pink eye coming soon. Oh, shit.
That was, oh god.
Better pray she ain't got blue waffles while he down there. He's asked out if that's the
Oh
case.
God. Hey, y'all like watching right now, Google blue waffle syndrome. Like, if I had to see it, you gotta see it too.
Oh,
Hey,
That
I
shit,
seen that years
that's some
ago.
serious shit, man.
yeah,
Hey, hey,
I seen that
hey,
shit
Kim,
before.
I done already witnessed that shit and studied it. You can't pay me to go back and look at no shit like that no more. That right there, it made me really. I called myself a mild mannered, reserved type freak. Oh no, that sent me all the way into recession. I think for about 5 6 months I quit fucking trying to fuck, even thinking about it. I was like, after I seen that picture of Blue Waffles, I said, "No, I don't trust none of these bitches. None of them."
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
If Poison Ivy was black,
Yeah, the color scheme does fit.
yeah. Oh shit, yeah, motherfucker getting nothing but poison as soon as she fart, nigga.
And man said Jake Zero said, "Don't Google it, y'all." He fell for it. Yeah, that's some nasty. Like that
I
will
tried
scar
to
your.
tell him.
That
I
shit
see
will
Kev
scar your
sent y'all down
psyche.
that rabbit hole. Kev, you sent him down that rabbit hole. I know. Them shit now.
That shit will
Now that
scar
he done
your
seen what Blue
psyche.
Waffles look like, he gonna be like me for the next 5 months. I ain't talking to nobody. Fuck
You
that
you
shit.
you see how old boy looking up like old Hunter up there looking with that look on his face. Like yeah, that's the look right there. Look, Google blue waffle if you want to. Oh man, but yeah, man. But anyway, we discussed the Cam Newton brawl, like how he took on 7 guys because he's an athletic. Despite wearing them hats and shit, like he's the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. He's the guy you see on the acid trip. That motherfucker. Look, Raven Knight. You Googled it, didn't you? Jake Zero said, "Nah, I saw it before back in middle school during health class. I've been traumatized. That's that. That's that extreme stuff that they show to you in high school just to prevent you from doing something stupid like hurting yourself. Just going out here, just sticking your dick in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's hurting yourself, all right.
yeah.
Shit.
Like I remember when I
And
was in. I remember when I was in ninth grade. They showed they showed us a video on the side effects of tobacco. Like this dude like lost his entire jaw, like because he was chewing tobacco, and he was just star athlete and everything. Fucked his life up, you know. that tobacco somehow never do. It's disgusting. Motherfucker put it under their lip, spit in the cup. I don't see how, people have like a habit like chewing tobacco.
Yeah, man. Like, fuck that shit. I tried that shit for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Cigarettes, bring it on.
It's a southern thing. I ain't even finna lie to you. Now, I've never fucked with the chewing tobacco, but those skull dips in the pouch, the little pouch ones. Oh yeah, I'm a nicotine freak. Yeah, I used to suck on them motherfuckers all the time. I ain't even finna lie to you.
Pause.
Hey, no, hey, I know I'm heterosexual. I ain't got to pause for nobody. I speak what
He's talking about tobacco.
Yeah,
For clarity purpose.
These new age niggas, they so fucking finicky nowadays and shit.
Yeah. They think everything gay these days.
Everything.
Brother, hey, I'm not new age, nigga.
No, nigga, when you one of them niggas who like to pause for everything, no, nigga, when we was growing up, we wasn't saying shit like that. About the most we say, oh, nigga, that shit's gay, like the Boondock Boys. Oh, nigga, that's gay.
I remember.
We'll leave it at that. We'll tell you T-face, nigga, that's gay. We ain't see, y'all don't even know how to be man enough to say, nigga, you gay, or nigga, that's gay. Oh, pause that. I ain't gonna say pause. I'm gonna say, nigga, you gay. Nigga, that's gay.
Man,
I'm not finna allow the goddamn world to change me and who I am. I'm old now. I don't care.
Yeah, man. But hey, y'all what? Hey, y'all ever seen? I know a couple of y'all watch wrestling. Have y'all seen that reel where the wrestlers was saying all this suspect shit? Like they had Ernest the Cat Miller.
What the hell happened?
No, let me see if I can find the reel real quick. I'll play it, in sound. I don't want to, let me see.
Fair use. It's coming.
Wrestlers, let me see if it saying questionable things. Let's see. Wrestlers saying questionable. There it is. Oh shit. Yeah, here it is. Let me sorry about that.
Can't see it yet. We can hear it.
Seth Rollins.
Okay. All right. Let me put it on the screen then. Yeah.
Fair use.
Yeah. Fair use. Y'all.
No trouble. You want no trouble.
Wrestlers saying questionable things. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Let me share the screen real quick. There it is. All right, fair use, everybody. Fair use.
Seth Rollins, I'm coming for you, boy. And I'm coming hard.
I don't care. You come in my face.
Because I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
When you're gonna bust.
No.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass.
And Sting, always coming.
Now, Tully Blanchard, I want you.
It's sexual, baby.
I want you. And I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna get to touch your body.
My kids turn me on. I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Yeah, you is not shit for this. I swear to God, you is not shit for this.
Hell no. Yeah. Hell no. Motherfuckers will never look at wrestling the same again. I know I'm not.
Now, for the younger generation of niggas, where y'all at with all these pauses? Come on now, pause.
This whole video was a
nigga, pause, nigga. Pause.
No homo.
Ultra pause, nigga.
Fair
Ultra
use.
Pause.
Let's see if we can finish this video real quick. You only got a few more seconds.
That was just the right game.
My nuts.
I love cocks.
Boobies.
Dicks.
My journey with my
Oh God. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey, boy. Ooh. That was funny. Shit.
Oh shit.
I didn't expect this when I came out. Boy, I needed this, boy. Shit.
Uh, and then like a lot of them dudes be doing that shit. They be saying that shit on purpose, man, like it's a prank, just so people can make videos on YouTube like that. So,
Hey, if they showed Ric Flair, hey, Charles would have a fit.
like the writers of pro wrestling had to have been very sus. I don't think sus. I think that they were probably writing promos like that because a wrestler pissed them off. Them writers got a lot of power in that industry. I mean, if they write something, you gotta do it. You gotta say it. Cortez Smith, exactly. The writers were trolls. They did this on purpose. Yeah, I mean, here we go. Chaos Reign. What's good, man?
What's good, man? What's good, man? Hey, that's Triple H old scene picture. Triple
Yeah,
H.
that's like when that's before he debuted in WWF though.
95? Okay.
Yeah, right. That was right. That was like a picture of the promos he used to do right before he made his in-ring debut.
Oh,
but
shit.
But the picture next to it though.
I remember walking past them years ago in this stadium when I used to do security at and shit. And this motherfucker walked past me, and growled. I was like, yeah, this motherfucker, get your
Somebody
big ass
walked
on
past you and
somewhere.
growled.
Yeah, he walked past me and growled and shit because I was like, because I said something to him because I was like, you ain't that big like on TV. And he was like, her. My boy was like, man, that motherfucker would throw you. Because my guy I was walking with, we was both doing security. We had on our blazers and shit. So yeah, this motherfucker said, he'll throw you. I'm like, man, I hope he don't. Shit, I'm looking clean, this motherfucker.
Let me tell y'all something. They be talking about wrestling fake and everything, but see, the thing is, a lot of those wrestlers aren't like they used to be back in the day. A bunch of guys that went just like straight into wrestling and started doing the moves and going through all the training and stuff. Like WWE is looking for like legit people. Like they've been doing legit athletes for quite some time. I mean, like especially athletes in combat sports, like, not just with guys like Brock Lesnar, and people like Ronda Rousey. They got this new chick named Lola Vice that was an MMA fighter. She's on NXT right now. Like, I've seen some of her stuff. She's legit. And, they got people like Bianca Belair, who was a track star before she entered wrestling, and she's strong as fuck. So, I mean, look, I mean, you can say wrestling fake all you want, but like they're getting more and more into the era where like a lot of these people can kick your ass for real.
Hey man, and their injuries are no joke too. I
Oh
mean, you know how many surgeries Hulk Hogan done had?
man, Hulk Hogan. Well, fuck Hulk Hogan, but I get
Well,
what you're
yeah,
saying. But I
yeah.
mean, but you also have guys like Brian Danielson and Stone Cold, whose career was cut short because Owen Hart spiked a power driver and gave him a stinger. It made his neck into a stack of dimes. And,
Oh,
the Rock, the reason why he's in Hollywood is because he didn't want to destroy his body doing professional wrestling like his friend Mick Foley. And then I've said this before, Ken Shamrock, who is a legit MMA fighter, said that wrestling was the thing that did more damage to his body than anything because he can protect himself in the octagon. He can't protect himself doing wrestling, you know.
I'll give you
So
two wrestlers that they're the best.
Never forget about them old ass whoopings from the World Class Championship Wrestling scene in Dallas, Texas. Them Von Eggs went through hell because that shit back then was real life.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I,
Go ahead,
I got
Andre.
two. I got two wrestlers that their moves were real. Rikishi and Mankind.
Man, like because you can't control gravity. When he threw him off the top of that cage, it's like there's no way to fake that. I mean, the table broke his fall. But see the one where he was backdropped and he went through the cage and hit the ring, that was unplanned. Like that could have killed the guy. If he'd have fell on his head, it'd have snapped his neck in two. But he said that he was pretty knocked out when that happened. So said Jeff Hardy's body is Dunzo. Yeah, Jeff Hardy was a guy who was lucky enough that not be injured in the first few years of his career when he was in WWE, but when he went to other places, that's when all the injuries started. And then he started to deal with drug addiction too. Because let me see, Triple H can't, yeah, he can't, yeah, Triple H, yeah, he done in the ring. He got a pacemaker. And he said that surgery took 2 attempts and several hours each attempt because his layer of muscle was so thick they couldn't really, efficiently do the surgery. Like they had to cut and tear and they failed the first time, but then they got it to work the second time. So yeah, he had that shit takes a toll on people's bodies, like for real. Like Hulk Hogan, I think he could barely walk right now. And then there's
Barely.
what up?
He can barely walk. Say, Kev, I know Charles remember this name. You remember this wrestler? These two wrestlers, Kamala the Ugandan giant and the Junkyard Dog. Oh, those were two of my favorites.
Yeah, Kamala the Ugandan giant eventually would have his legs amputated because he was diabetic. And then like he passed away the day that Joe Biden named Kamala Harris as his running mate. And I pointed this out on Facebook, but nobody caught it. Like I was like, okay, so James Harris, whose in-ring name was Kamala, died on the same day that Kamala Harris was named Joe Biden's running mate. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I mean, Kamala Harris, y'all get it?
How fucking ironic.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. The Undertaker and Stone Cold were the realest. Yeah, like I've heard many backstage stories about the Undertaker, who he used to run with, and how they used to go to bars from city to city, and nobody would fuck with him. They used to call them the Bone Street Crew. It was the guy, the Godfather, the Undertaker, uh, Yokozuna. Like, Yokozuna was Samoan, so Samoans ain't scared of nobody. So let's see. Shawn Michaels was a wild boy too. Yeah. Shawn Michaels did some dastardly shit backstage though.
I
Like
need
he
to
was
look at the backstory of Ultimate Warrior too.
Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, Ultimate Warrior was not very easy to work with. Like he held up a pay-per-view.
You talking about Kerry Von Erich? You know that, right?
Kerry Von
The
Erich was not the
Ultimate
Ultimate Warrior.
was Kerry Von Erich.
Kerry
Yes.
Von Erich is not the Ultimate Warrior. That is a rumor that's been debunked many times. The reason why people think that Kerry Von Erich and the Ultimate Warrior were the same wrestlers because they had boots with tassels on it, and they had a similar body build. They were very chiseled men, but they were not the same person. Because that's how that Ultimate Warrior rumor got out that the Ultimate Warrior died because Kerry Von Erich had passed away. And I mean, like,
say stand corrected.
yeah, but the Von Erichs was a very tragic story. Like how each one of them died, it was just wow. Like David Von Erich, he died from like food poisoning in Japan. Um, the other, I think Mike Von Erich, he died from toxic shock. No, he died from suicide because of unless I got it wrong, it was David Von Erich, Chris Von Erich, Mike Von Erich. Then it was Kerry Von Erich.
The only one that's still alive is Kevin Von Erich.
Yeah, Kevin is the only one that's still alive, and I think his sons are wrestlers, but he's like kind of reluctant to really get them in full swing because of what happened to his brothers. Like Kerry Raven Knight said, Kerry held me as a child. Yeah, them Von Erichs, they were heroes in their town, in their hometown.
In the state of Texas, please, man, they had this shit sold up down here. Hell, his daddy, Southwest Championship Wrestling was out for the corner of Industrial and Cat-Ass, Dallas, Texas, South Dallas, Texas. And everybody knew how to get there because back in the day, Dallas was the heart of the Bible Belt, and Dallas was literally a dry county for the most part. It was only one spot in Dallas where you can get liquor, and that was South Dallas. And the liquor store was right across the street from the goddamn wrestling arena, so you couldn't miss it.
Detroit 313. There was a rumor Shawn Michaels was smashing a 13-year-old girl backstage in the 90s. I never heard of that, but the way shit's been coming out lately, shoot, if it happened, people probably know about it next year or the year after or whatever. I mean, when that person comes out and says, "This man touched me," but well, I'll tell you what is true though. How Shawn Michaels was fucking other dudes' girlfriends backstage. Like, I don't know if y'all remember this guy named Chris Candido. He was part of the Triple Threat in ECW. He was one of the body donnas in like mid '90s WWF when they started to get spanked by WCW because they kept coming out with too many gimmicky wrestlers. Well, Shawn Michaels was the beginning of the end for Chris Candido. Like Chris Candido brought his girlfriend in, Sonny, to manage him and this other guy. And they were in love with each other and everything, but Shawn Michaels started fucking her backstage, like started fucking her in broom closets, locker rooms, all that shit, and really broke this man's heart. He would die a couple years later, but Shawn Michaels, he's now still working for the company. He's a promoter and developer of talent for the upstart part of WWE called NXT. Tammy Sitch, who is Sunny, she's facing jail time for, I think, vehicular manslaughter and just basically being a public menace that can't control her drinking habits. Yeah, and Chris Candido, of course, like I said, passed away in the mid '90s. Like, but Shawn Michaels was a real piece of shit in the locker room back in the day. He's born again right now, but they said Bret Hart. Yeah, Bret Hart was that guy that he wanted to remain the hero of the story. So, he didn't like to, he didn't like to put people over too much. And he met his match in Shawn Michaels, and that was a whole big old mess. Yeah, she got like 60 years. Yeah, she needs to be kept away from the public. Like, she is a danger to those that she's a danger to people that are, she's around. So she needs to be locked up somewhere. So, all right, guys. All right, so shaming. Let's get into the subject of shaming. All right, so shaming, useless or effective?
Against men, men with their heads tied on straight, useless.
Okay, so is it something that's effective on men who can be controlled easily? You would say, like simps. Yeah, simps are very very shamed guys. Um,
Simps ruin everything. They've ruined birthday parties for 3-year-olds. They ruin everything. I mean, it works on them because those are guys who are insecure in their own self-righteous prison anyway.
okay. All right. So, anyone else? Useless, effective. You think shaming should be a regular thing? Do you think that shaming should be hung up altogether?
Well, like Charles said, like if it's used against men, then yeah, it's pretty useless.
Mm. What up, Greg? Greg in the building.
The only time it might be effective is if you're into some fucked up shit.
Yeah, you and some of that stuff, you know what I mean? And depending on, how you receive it, it can be edifying or, yeah, degrading. Because people shame those who, are all about what's positive and righteous. So,
That simp right there, like with the chick in the green dress, like he needs to be shamed.
Mm. But like, just doing it like groceries, huh?
Everywhere she moved, he moved, just like a bus.
And I get it when two people are just freaky with each other like that, but I mean, you're doing it for the world to see, bruh. You are handing her all the cards. And this is a problem with some of these simps out here. Is and this is why you can't shame women that are on social media. I mean, to an extent, it's effective with some, a very small percentage. But as long as you got goofballs like this, as long as you got people like this DMing these hoes talking about some what's your cash app, baby, or as long as you got that, as long as you got ugly dudes with a lot of money, you are never going to be able to shame these women. I mean, they do feel ashamed based on the subject matter and what we discuss. And, although they say that, it's nothing you can say that will get me to change or anything, which may in fact be true. The fact that they react the way they react and they have to do little underhanded things like, make the word manosphere into a buzz term shows in fact that they do care. I mean, it may not be in the way that, people will want someone to care, like care enough to change, but that's something that, at this point we can't depend on, or we're going to be doing this forever. And it's just going to turn out to be just a fun conversation. And you know what? I don't have a tough time admitting that this maybe people just need to start admitting that this is a fun conversation. And it's a fun conversation to have, that these back and forths are something that kills boredom or something. And you don't have to be ashamed to admit that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it sounds bad on paper. It does. It sounds like, that you truly should have something better to do with your time. And you know what? I say meh to that. Let people have their shit. You know, if 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 this if this is something that we feel like that will lead to a much bigger discussion, just yeah, let it be at the end of the day. So
That's what I find interesting about the whole SBE game. Like I said earlier, like I was watching like one of their streams. Well, it's multiple content creators actually. Like they talk about SBE while they're doing that to men, like against like dudes that are passport bros, saying
because
shit like, "Why do you have to travel elsewhere to get a woman when you can get a woman right here?"
I mean which I see the point in that, but those guys believe that it is more effective to shame men than to shame women. And to me, that's kind of backwards because when I say this, from anywhere from the conversation to some type of motion or action, that men in this community should lead that charge. The reason why we're in a lot of the position that we're in as far as how we approach this community stuff is because we let them lead, if you really think about it. And
Well,
it's like, you let them lead, you deserve anything you get. Dudes don't have to be ugly, Kev. Just look how rappers and athletes act once they first get money. Yeah, that's a good point. But go ahead, Andre.
yeah, the reason why I brought that up is like, how you gonna be one sided with that? Like, that's rather contradictory. Contradictory if you're gonna be against dudes shaming women for doing goofy shit, but you're on the
Well,
other side, you're shaming
well,
men.
the simple answer to that is hoes are mad. When hoes are mad, it impacts our thinking in a way that, doesn't facilitate common sense.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But listen up, folks. Let's see. As Jake Zero said, there's a reason why KS said they were high earners and not high value. Money has exposed dudes like Drake, who has a Pino star or a porn star as a baby mother, and dudes sharing the same 3-4 women in rotation. Yeah, man, that's what you call fun girls. They're not to be taken serious, and like you don't marry those types. You leave those types for the streets. But but I will tell you something that a very sexually promiscuous woman told me a long time ago. That hoes want the same respect that um, respectable women get. Like and it was even funny to her. You know what I'm saying? How like women will put themselves out here like this and that, but they want the same respect that women who have earned that respect gets. And it's a very, very strange phenomenon. Like, like most hoes really want to be treated like women. And is like you gotta, just like men have to earn being treated like men, shit, they gotta earn being treated like women. Hey, that's just it is what it is. And you don't have to, as any person, you don't have to listen to me or take my suggestion in anything. You don't have to feel ashamed of anything that I say. But, I do understand if I carry myself a certain way that is negative or explosive, people are going to throw caution to my presence. And if you fuck up, they should throw caution to your presence as well. No one is excluded from that. I don't care who they are. I don't care what sex part they carry. You got to act like you got some goddamn common sense in this, in how you move in this place, or you will be suffocated by your horrible decision making. And, for that, maybe you should feel a little shame, but it's not something that I'm going to put some big old effort toward in order to get you to change. You got to decide to change on your own. There's nothing I should waste my time with. The only thing I can do is point out your stupidity and make it a cautionary tale for people who are willing to listen. So, anyway, we're gonna put this one to bed, guys.
Hey, I'm taking that 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 term Jake Zero, that hotation.
ho- Hotation, hotation, like in the middle of whole.
Hilarious.
So, all right, guys. Final statements before I wrap this up.
Thanks for having me. Peace.
All righty, all right, Andre. Okay, who's next?
Sure, thanks for having me, bro. And yeah, and shaming, I look at it as a double-edged sword in a sense. So, but
Yeah.
thanks though for having me.
All right, next, Faulkner. You there, officer? Okay, yeah. Officer probably is going to get him. Okay, there he is.
I'm here. Real quick.
Okay. All right. No, I was accepting final statements. I'm about to wrap it up. So is there anything you wanted to say before I
Oh, in
kill
the, but in the words of Pinocchio and Ultron, there are no strings on me. Whoo!
All righty. All righty. So thank you, officer. All right, Chaos Rain. Yeah. Chaos Rain to ever
No,
work.
no fine words.
No final words. Okay. Well, gonna leave you with, me talking for a couple of more minutes. So I hope you guys can tolerate that. But this is something you come to the channel for anyway. You come here for the conversations, and some of the humor that we display, and is whatever. Oh yeah, also shout out to AL. Thanks for coming through, AL Evans. It's always good to have brothers around, sharing their thoughts and their wisdoms, and the sharpenings that we provide for each other. Yeah, and haters and people who try to shame us, we'll call it a circle jerk, because we're not fighting and at each other's throats like we're supposed to be. So yeah, shaming, like I said, this is why people are atheists. This is why people see it as a bad thing. Shaming makes people feel bad about who they are. In a world where people are taught to have this self-righteous bullshit, thinking that they're correct about everything, when in fact they aren't. And people try to base that off skin color, they try to base it off gender, they try to base it off many things that don't even mean that much. You said, and Andre said final dislike count. It stayed at 10. Like, wow, it stayed at 10.
What you're talking about is nigga lenders.
Nigga landers. Yeah, I could be talking about that, or we could talk about the usual gaggle of black manosphere haters who hate black men who speak out of turn and not on the same type of stuff. And a lot of that, a lot of the reason why people are upset with this space is because they feel like the wrong people might hear it and it might embarrass black people. Well, stop embarrassing yourselves. Stop. That was definitely a group effort to dislike. Yeah. Like some people just got to decided to get together. We're gonna dislike it shit. I'm saying, and like I said, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I mean,
It's probably
the
those brain trust dudes.
I mean, it could be anybody. It could be brain trust dudes all day, all night. And I mean, like, it won't make a goddamn difference. I mean, people are not going to stop watching me just because they say stuff like you shouldn't watch certain guys. You guys watching in the clouds. I mean, the replay gang. I mean, the panelists, the people who choose to support me from week to week. You guys are the ones that decide to be here. I'm not putting a gun to your head, or I'm not trying to uh, shame you into listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Even though you do have a lot of men in this space that throw these things out there, like, y'all rather watch the females than watch us. And I tell you, that's a reason that is purely psychological. I mean, if the black community was validating black men, then those black men wouldn't be so starved to hear some positive feedback from a woman, because we are the ones, like, as men, our previous generations and such, we made women matter that much. Like, we did that, and there are some guys that's like, well, this kind of doesn't make any fucking sense to put that much stake in it. But at the same time, for some of us lovers of pussy, we put importance into such things, and we forget, real quickly what our purpose and our original objectives are for being here. you know it's like, you can have it all, you can have the woman too, but at the same time, it's like we put too much you know into our thought processes being affected by it. So I mean, I'm just saying, men, we just need to focus on being men, and that's it. And all the other shit will fall into place, because I mean, we let too much dumb shit ruin us and bring us to a state of you know, to bring us to the state that we get stereotyped for. And we can find ways to do better for ourselves, so we won't induce shame in order to straighten things out. So anyway, that's it. That's it for now. If I can think of something to talk about tomorrow night, then I'll see y'all tomorrow night after Monday Night Raw goes off the air. Y'all know how it is. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Thanks for the super chat support. As always, did pretty good this month, actually. So I appreciate all the support that I'm getting, and I will see you guys on the next go round. Let me end it off. Long live the habitual line steppers, and can we trust? And when you don't give up, she'll definitely win. Peace out.